Sports Day. Turn it up. It's Sports Day with Dan Day.
It is a Sunday fun day, sort of. I am Dan Day with my cousin, Vlad Noon. Vlad, I am so glad you're here. I need you to walk me down, bro. I'm not talking about physically because, yesterday there were some physical activities after the show. People have been texting me all night about the pull-ups and the craziness that happened, that ensued afterwards. But that's not where I need you to walk me down. You know me, Vlad. I'm such a prisoner of the moment. And I mean, the second something goes good, I get super high. The second something goes bad, I get super low. Yesterday, Vlad, me and my girlfriend, we got into it, bro. 2 games since the All-Star break. The Marlins have lost both of them to a good Orioles team, right? A good Orioles team.
Very good team.
Oh, Vlad. Starting to think this relationship's turning sour. I know it's only 2 games, right? Just 2 games. I'm okay. We're good. Right? Right?
I think.
Oh, you're not helping, cousin.
It's just look, they still leading right now.
I'm just looking.
They still leading the wild card. They're all right. Don't worry about it.
They were leading early in the game, and they kind of gave it away. And I mean, Luis Ariz, he went 4 for 5. That's good. That's okay. But Vlad, I have this vision now that we don't make the playoffs. We talked about this yesterday. That's not gonna happen, right?
They need to start winning. How about that? They start winning, they'll be good.
I know it's only 2 games since the All-Star break, and it's against a good Orioles team. It's on the road, and it was a 1-point game last night, but we usually win 1-point games.
1-run games.
I don't know. I'm worked up. That's why I'm. And then Inter Miami, I don't know why. And keep it a buck, I said they were going to win yesterday. I woke up this morning like, 3-0, 3-0. But Lionel Messi's coming, right? So I can stay high on that, right?
Yes, it was official yesterday. He
signed
Inter Miami.
I mean, it was Tata Martinez's first game as the manager. Not a good start.
Well, his guy's not there yet.
His guys are not there yet.
Oh, his guys aren't on the pitch yet.
I'm thinking this, and I love Leo Campana, DeAndre Yedlin, Kromansky, all those guys, but they're kind of looking over their shoulder like, seriously? Like, we might not even be here at the end of the season. Like, I don't know. They're playing hard. They're playing hard because even if they do think they're going to get traded or they're going to get cut, they want to show off for the next team. But maybe they just don't have enough motivation. But last night I was in the pits, Vlad. I'm a little bit sick right now. And it's not because I ate a bunch of vitamins and didn't eat breakfast, although I did spend $30 downstairs on breakfast. Oh, the Citadel. You got to get your prices right. But it's because the Marlins and Inter Miami. We're going to get into some of all this other stuff. We might have to air some grievances. I got grievances today. Inter Miami, thank God I didn't go to that viewing party with Vice City 1896 yesterday right down the street to watch them get murdered 3-0. 3-0.
Wait, no, was it 3-1?
3-0.
Was it 3-0?
0. Goose egg, baby. And then Marlins. I mean, what do you want? It's Damian Lillard's birthday yesterday too, but he didn't get his birthday wish either. So I guess I could be worse. It could be worse. Walk me down, Vlad.
What's his birthday?
He was 33.
No, I know that. What do you think his birthday wish is?
What do you think? I know what it is.
Do you think his birthday wish is to be a Miami Heat?
To be with the Miami Heat. To be officially a member of the Miami Heat.
I don't think that's his birthday wish. I just think that's what he wants.
We're going to get into this too. In the third segment of the first hour on a Sunday, we do a hashtag What's Trending. We're going to do a special hashtag What's Trending Dame Lillard birthday edition. Portland Trailblazers fans. Oh, how they have turned on him. Wow. So that's going to be interesting. We're going to talk Marlins. We're going to talk Inter Miami. We're going to talk Lionel Messi. Might talk a little Dolphins today. That might get us high, Vlad. Do you want to get high today? The Dolphins might be our drug of choice to get high.
Yeah, I don't want to get high.
You don't want to get high?
No, not if the drug of choice is Dolphins.
Maybe I'll have something else for you.
Yeah.
Maybe the last hour of the show, we might, with the way things are going, maybe the last hour of the show might have to be one of those hours,
Yeah, Mars really messed you up, man.
I had a rough night, man. And I mean, and honestly, man, spending $30 on breakfast this morning for a piece of vegan banana bread, a cappuccino,
You know what I love about you vegans?
a quiche.
Your food is the most expensive food, and you get nothing.
Dude,
There's nothing.
and a little crappy little, what do you call those things? Empanada. 4 things cost me $30, and they were small, man. Vegan empanada, vegan banana bread, a cappuccino, and a quiche, a piece of quiche. $30.
$30 for nothing.
And you know what else got me, Vlad?
What?
No cash accepted. I told you I don't like that. I told you I don't like Uncle Sam knowing where I'm spending my money.
Well, don't worry, man. This is the final week.
Walk me down.
No, I'm gonna walk you down.
Come on, let's go.
We're go-
Why
training-
should I be happy today? Get me
training-
high.
Training camp opens for
Okay.
many teams this week.
Okay. I'm
so
high.
once training camp opens, that means we're closer to football.
Okay.
I
mean the
conference media days in college football.
yeah, and you got that 5-star and 4-star recruit over the past couple days.
ACC, Big 12, SEC, Pac-12.
Okay.
They're all gonna Big 10. They're all gonna do their media day. So
Okay.
that means we're closer to college football.
Okay. Lionel Messi, he's got his welcome
Messi's
party
first
tonight.
game is Friday night.
And the U.S. women's national team. You and I might be going to King's Head Pub. Bring a
Yeah.
+1.
No, versus
Bring a slump
Vietnam.
buster.
Versus Vietnam. Yeah.
That's gonna be easy. We got that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm buying you Bass beer, baby.
Yeah. So there you go. There you have things to look forward to there.
Are you actually going to King's Head Pub if we go
Friday
night, 9:00?
I don't know, man. There's a lot of things going on that Friday.
Well, we might also be at Dry Pink Stadium for
Might
the
be at
Messi.
Dry Pink, or I might be at the amphitheater. I think amphitheater.
Oh, who's playing at the Anything Amphitheater?
That's the Leonard Skinner
Oh,
ZZ Top concert.
that's gonna be pretty good, man. That's gonna be pretty.
And we will be reading
Mhm.
something for a chance for you guys to be able to attend the Leonard Skinner ZZ Top concert later on in
Okay.
the show.
Okay.
So yeah, bro, we got things
Okay,
going on.
okay.
You don't got to be sad, man. It's
I'm,
all right.
I'm just.
It's just that I know what it is. People still waiting on this Dame situation to be finalized. People are waiting to see where Dalvin Cook's going to be chefing. You know what I mean? This season, a lot of things are unanswered that would really ease the South Florida sports fans' mind if
Mhm.
it was just all said and done.
Okay.
That's why you're stressing right now.
And maybe later on we'll spill the tea. I got some things I need to talk about, Vlad. But did you get into some things yesterday that maybe you might need to spill the tea? A little therapeutic tea? No.
Nah, everything was good. Everything was kosher, B. Like, no, seriously, it was
Okay.
good.
You know-
So I saw a family, saw the fam, saw her little nephew and everything.
Okay.
Cool. But no words were said to us by either parties.
How much did your breakfast cost you this morning, Vlad?
Zero.
$30?
I haven't eaten
Oh.
anything yet. I'm hungry right
I
now.
really wish I was. I mean, I am still hungry, very hungry. But they're like, you want another coffee? I was like, no, I'm gonna walk upstairs and go drink the free coffee upstairs since I just spent $30 on breakfast for one person. You know what'll make me feel better? Some of these headlines. Let's get to them. Tyreek Hill. He said he will become the first receiver to ever catch over 2,000 yards in a season this coming year. He closed it with this. Believe that. It's
I won't.
official.
I don't.
It's official.
I don't.
Believe that.
I don't.
Believe that.
I don't.
Calvin Johnson came so close. Megatron was like 40 yards away from 2001 year, but didn't get it. Tyreek Hill. That's my dude right there, bro. Michael Thomas, you all right, bro, but Tyreek Hill. You know, I've hung out with Tyreek Hill. You know that, right? Well, I went to his gala. I took a picture with his wife. She was super sweet. She smelled like $1 million. I'll show you the picture.
Because she probably had on $1 million.
I'll show you the picture in the break. But no, okay. So Tyreek Hill and some of his family members. It was the Tyreek Hill family gala event, and it's him and some players and some coaches are walking around. Everybody's taking pictures with the players. I walk up to Tyreek Hill's wife and I said, "Can I get a picture with you?" She's like, "Oh my God, that is so sweet of you." I go, "Well, if you think about it, it's a Tyreek Hill family gala, not Tyreek Hill gala." And she was like, "You are so right."
Are you a dirty Mac in the Tyreek Hill's wife?
No,
Yes, you were.
I was respecting the
Nah,
gala.
You were dirty macking.
I would never hit on a professional football player's wife.
So why you had to go all elaborate? Why you had to say all this extra stuff?
What
Just
would you
say
rather?
I just like to take a picture with you and that's it. But you went extra, saying you laid it on a little thick, like, oh, this is the Tyreek Hill family gala. So
Vlad.
why is it? Come on, bro. You
Vlad.
were dirty macking, bro.
It was open bar, man. What was I supposed
You were
to do?
dirty macking. That's nasty work. If I was Tyreek
Hill's gonna kick my ass.
Tyreek should
man.
lump you up like
don't start, Tyreek.
Yeah, he gonna lump you up like that dude at the marina.
Karate. I got them skills, bro. I'm a ninja.
God, your karate skills is horrible.
The pull-up skills are tight too. If you,
oh my god,
don't tell them how many I did. If you want to see it, it's on all the social medias at 560 WQAM, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. It is even on TikTok. I was getting calls last night. My dude Seth Gelman hits me up. He's like, that beer probably helped you recover a little bit, man. I don't know if I recovered enough. Oh, but how many could I do? Maybe I surprise you. Thank you for taking that video, Vlad, by the way. The Marlins dropped their second in a row to Orioles 6-5 last night. Luis Arraez, he did go 4 for 5. He is now batting .386.
Wow.
That makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah, he was going down. Now he's back at 386. So
Yeah.
another like 4 for 5, 5 for 5. He's back in
This is the thing about
390s.
Luis Arraez. You're like, oh, he needs to get another 5 for 5 game.
He can do that.
It sounds crazy.
Like, that's not crazy.
It
He
sounds
can do
crazy,
that.
but he can legitimately do that.
Easily.
Like, man, he needs another 5 for 5. Tonight, he can easily go this afternoon at 1:35.
I ain't gonna hold you. If he gets to 400 with like 3 games left in the season,
oh, he's done. He's got it.
Sitting his ass down.
Oh, he's gonna Ted Williams it. He's going all in, baby.
Sitting his ass down. I don't care what anybody or
been,
the historians say.
It's been almost 100 years.
Fam, no way. If I'm
well,
at
really
400,
80, but
if I'm at 400, I'm not trying to make it out. I'm not trying to get in that bat and make it out.
I'll say this.
No.
If you're going into the last 2 or 3 games of the year and you're batting like 402, go ahead and sit your ass down. Ted Williams.
No, I'll do one at bat. If one at bat, I know if I make it out still doesn't get me below 400, I'll do it.
Well, see, Ted Williams, everybody gives him all this credit. Oh, when he batted 400 the last time, what he did is he went on the last day and he technically was batting 400. He was actually batting like 3.9997, but it would round it up to 400. So he did kind of have something to prove. But if you're at like 401, 402, and you've already clinched a playoff spot, you know what? Freshen up and get ready for the postseason. I want that 400, man. I want to see that in my life.
That would be dope. I ain't gonna lie.
I never thought I'd see a triple crown winner in my life until Miggy did it.
And that would be crazy because that would be back-to-back batting championships for him, and it would be from two different leagues.
That's
Right.
even more impressive
That's
because
even more impressive.
it's a whole new. You got to get a whole new.
And he's batting what 38? What you said
386.
And he won the batting title
Like
last year.
324.
No,
something like
it
that.
wasn't even that. It was like 314.
No.
It wasn't really high.
Nobody bats for average anymore except for Luis Arraez.
Damn. What does that mean about National League pitching? If he's batting 386,
He's just that good, man. He's just that good. Who stole home yesterday? Oh, no, that's just a replay. Oh, that was Carlos Santana. Man, I love that song, Black Magic Woman. Nonetheless, Inter Miami, they were scorched 3-0 last night by St. Louis. The team did sign and will formally introduce Lionel Messi today at 6 o'clock. Drive Pink Stadium. Tickets are $30 a piece for general admission. The Argentine is signed through 2025 and his compensation package is worth between $130 and $150 million. And Barcelona could not pay that man.
That's a lot of Publix. That's a lot of money to shop at Publix, man.
You know another reason I like Lionel Messi? I'm starting to now come up with the reasons why I really like him. He never wanted to leave his home team, FC Barcelona. He even gave him a hometown discount. They still couldn't afford him. And like, I'm not saying he was asking for a lot. He was giving them a deep discount, but they were so bankrupt. He had to go to, he didn't have to, but he went to PSG. Like, he's a man of integrity.
Oh, now he's a man. Yeah, you're wild, man. Just say that you love Messi and you're happy.
I
that he's
do.
there. All right, then. So why the all? I don't know if he was really here and all. If he's really here for the team, is he just here for pomps and circumstances? Is he really want to get involved in the community? And then the fact that he goes to a restaurant that you frequent. And you saw him at a Publix
in my hood.
all of a sudden. It's like, oh my God, yeah, Messi. Yeah, guess what? He was already that already.
He's married to his high school, but his teenage
I don't
sweetheart.
care. So what if he was married to his high school sweetheart? He could have been married to his high school sweetheart. He could have met a girl the day
What if he marries
before.
Shakira? What if he hooks up with Shakira down here?
That's Jimmy.
Oh, Would you like to see Messi and Jimmy get into it? That'd be awesome.
In what?
You get into it, like, leave my girl alone. You leave my.
Oh, no, what do you do? Yeah, you're definitely that breakfast really messed you up today.
I don't know, man. I like Messi. Now, if we could get Mbappe, Kylian Mbappe, wow, he's the best player in the world right now.
This guy's crazy, man.
Kylian Mbappe, man, that dude.
This guy. No, Mbappe's going to Real Madrid anyway.
Yeah, I know he is.
But Messi gets announced today.
Yep.
Press conference, and then Friday
he should be playing.
July 21st.
It's not official.
It should be his first game.
So that's our soccer day right there.
Negro pink.
You might be
Rosa colors.
You might be checking out that old Leonard Skinner and ZZ Top, but I might have to just head on down, watch Messi and the women's team play. Man, that'd be something. That would be something. ESPN is already predicting that Hurricane safety Cam Kinchins will be a first-round pick next year. The U, of course, opened the season September 1st against Miami of Ohio. Come on, Cam Kinchins. Do not get hurt. The Heat start Summer League tournament play tonight at 8 against, could it be, Vlad? The Portland Trailblazers?
Wait, isn't this their final game?
I thought it was a tournament play. I can't keep up with this Summer League garbage.
I don't know. Yo, bro, I'm not going to hold you. For the first time, I looked at it. I'm like, I like the Summer League, watching it when there's names and everything, but I don't really get it because there's teams that are 2-1, but they're not part of during the consolation game. Like, what do you do? What are the requirements to advance into this Summer League tournament? Do you have to win by a certain amount of points?
I have no clue.
I don't get it. But anyway, they have an extra game tonight. You can hear on 560 WQAM with Jax on the call.
8 o'clock against the Trailblazers. Of course, Damian Lillard did celebrate his 33rd birthday yesterday, and he was given the business by Portland Trailblazer fans. We'll get into that. Usain Bolt was in town yesterday for the unveiling of his statue at the Anson Sports Complex in Miramar. Now, Vlad, this is an interesting little factoid. You know why it was in
down the street, man?
You know why the statue was in Miramar or is in Miramar?
A lot of Jamaicans in Miramar.
Believe it or not, Miramar is home to the largest Jamaican population in the world outside of the island itself.
Yeah.
I would think somewhere in Great Britain you'd have a huge Jamaican population, but I guess it's a little proximity closer.
There's a lot of yardies here in Miami.
I didn't know that. Well, I know that there's a lot of Jamaican people.
And when they make good money, they move to the Miramar, Pembroke Pines area.
So Miramar is Jamaica Junior.
I don't know if it's Jamaica Junior, but Miramar is a yard town.
Largest population outside of the island in the world of Jamaicans.
There you go.
That's awesome, man. That's great. So Usain Bolt doing his thing. Canes receiver Xavier Restrepo doing his thing. He hosted a football camp at Monarch this past weekend. Of course, he missed most of last season with an injury. LeBron James, we talk about him a lot. We love him, sort of. He's going to revert back to wearing number 23 in honor of Bill Russell because last year.
Make up your damn mind, bro. You get yo. I'm not going to hold you. I love the guy, but this guy, he's getting annoying now.
He was wearing number 6, and he said Bill Russell.
He wore 6. He said he wanted to give Anthony Davis 23, and then Anthony said he still said the 3, so he went to 6. And then even when Bill Russell passed away, he still wanted to remain with the 6. And then now that get out of here, bro.
Is he like Messi? Does he get part of the sales deals
right now?
Does he get part of the deals, like every sale of a jersey or something?
I'm starting to see why the LeBron, like when the LeBron haters, like, come on, man, it's like every time with you. Like, pick up your mind. Like, make up your mind. You know what, guys? I don't want to wear number 6. I'm going to wear 23.
I think he's gone a little crazy. I think over the years, it's just worn him and made him crazy. He's living out in L.A. too, and you and I have both lived out on the West Coast. It changes your mind a little, but I think it's gotten to him a little too much.
Like, what the hell?
Vlad, this guy has a new number every year.
I got 6 in Miami. Fine. Different. You went back to Cleveland, you wore 23.
Which a lot of people wanted you to.
You went to 23 with the Lakers, then you went back to 6 this past season, and now you're back. Man, it's like, bro, come on, man.
Rory McIlroy birdied the last 2 holes to win the Genesis Scottish Open today. He shot 15 under for the tournament, and when he walked off, he didn't really do this, but he gave a big bird to the Live Golf Tour when he won that tournament right there. So, and last but not least, got a little battle going on right now, Vlad. Breakfast at Wimbledon. I wonder if breakfast costs $30 at Wimbledon.
I know it would be vegan.
But my man, Carlos Alcaraz, look at that. He's up 2-1. And he's up 1-0 in the 4th set. This could be it. The Joker.
Hey, man, this could be the passing of the torch.
See, the Joker won the first set 6-1, and I was like,
he whooped that ass.
Here we go. But then Carlos Alcaraz.
He won a tiebreaker, and he won 6-1 in the 3rd. So, All right, Joker. Let's see what's up.
We'll see. Let's see right now as we take a step into the day spa. Ah, yes, yes, yes. A bride-to-be has asked her man to not invite his cousin because she finds that cousin repulsive, and I'll explain why. She feels he's in a toxic relationship, and years ago, when her husband-to-be was only 13 years old, that cousin took him to a strip club. How does a 13-year-old get into a strip club?
That's an OG. Not even cousin. That's an OG.
Look, I got tons of friends. They have problems with their old lady. They're bringing their kids
This is what
to
I
strip
hate.
club.
This is what I hate, right? You shared this information with your girl, your bride, your fiance, your wife to be. You share all this information about the things you did with your family, your friends, your close ones, and then they're gonna judge. I didn't have to tell you that, you stupid. You know what I mean?
No. That's why I always get these questions. Why are you so standoffish about certain topics? Because you really don't want to know.
You're not gonna tell my family. You can't tell me because he's in a toxic relationship. That's not your expertise. That is not for you to judge and comment on. Shut up. Just get married. Boy, if I was that cousin, I would take my cousin. If I was a cousin that she didn't want to be invited, I would take the groom.
But like
to a bachelor's party that he'll never forget.
I say you thought it was bad taking him 13 years old to a strip club. I'll take him somewhere else. Show you what's up. Yeah. That's the one thing though. Don't ever get married because the gloves are off now. Because if they were just dating,
nasty work.
If they were just dating, she'd be like, oh, I really don't want him to come to this party that we're going to. But now they're married, she's like, I got him. He's like, I don't want him there. Gloves are off, man.
Nah, and that also, it's very nasty work, and that can cause a little family dissension.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, what if you're like, no, wait, why isn't Bobby invited to the wedding there?
That's your cousin. That's your blood. You're gonna let her tell you what to do?
Why? Because she does. Man, shut up.
You let me invite my cousin. You can invite who you want to, as long as it's not an ex-boyfriend or lover.
Hey,
we're good.
Hey, Mom, make sure you lose those 10 pounds to get in that dress.
Yeah. Okay? Since we're taking the gloves off, let's go. That $30 breakfast got me going, Vlad. You know what's got me going? The Dolphins. Woo! I'm not the only one thinking they might win the Super Bowl. We're going to hear more of that next here on Sports Day 560 WQAM. Sports Day Sunday. In just a couple of months, it's going to be Sunday Fun Day with the Dolphins pretty much every single Sunday. Training camp going to start at the very end of the month on Sunday, July 30th. And we're off and running. I've been saying this, Vlad, for a while. I think the Dolphins, if Tua stays healthy, that's always if, they have what it takes to not only win the AFC East, but to go all the way to the Super Bowl. When you get in the Super Bowl, anything can happen. We've seen that before. I think they got what it takes. But I'm not the only person in the world that's coming around on the Dolphins. Seems like some of the talking heads on FS1, ESPN, they're all jumping in. The most recent person to jump on the Dolphins bandwagon is ESPN's own Courtney Cronin.
We saw what they were like last year without him, those 4 games that he missed because of concussions. And this was still a top 6 offense, a team that got 9 wins last season and made it all the way to the wild card round where they ended up losing. If he's healthy, imagine what all of these pieces look like. And if you can think about other things that they might add into the mix here, Dalvin Cook, then you take the 25th rushing offense last year and you instantly get an upgrade there. All of these pieces I'm talking about are on the offensive side of the ball. I haven't even mentioned Vic Fangio, the most influential defensive coordinator in this era of the NFL, bringing his talents to that side of the ball, a defense that now has Jalen Ramsey in the mix. They might be the most complete team in the AFC from top to bottom, assuming Tua can stay healthy. Of course, the quarterback is very much at the crux of all of this, and we're all waiting to see if the jiu-jitsu training, if all the things he's been doing this offseason lead the Dolphins down the path they want to go in the AFC. But I can't find another team that can boast the type of weapons that the Dolphins offense has when you've got speed on the outside, Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, when you have an offensive line that surely fortified itself in a big way last year when they got Teron Armstead in free agency. All of those pieces are back. We know that they're going to try to upgrade the run game. That's an offense that should easily be top 5, if not top 3 this season. And if all those things can go according to plan, then you have the most dangerous team, bar none, in the NFL.
Bar none in the NFL. Courtney Cronin lays out a very, very, very compelling case, a case that kind of sounds familiar. I think I've said it a couple of times. But I think the offensive line is one of the big questions, and the defensive line. We talked to our dude Omar Kelly saying they have not a lot of depth at the D-line. He's worried about that. But you got some dogs up there, man. Agba, Christian Wilkins. They can get to the quarterback. You got Jalen Ramsey. You got some guys, man, all over the place. Vic Fangio, Nick Chubb. Tua stays healthy.
Bradley Chubb.
I'm sorry, it's Bradley Chubb. Nick Chubb is
Cleveland running back.
Cleveland running back. Oh man, if we could get Nick Chubb, that'd be good.
Calm down. You sound.
No, we don't need any more running backs. I mean, Dalvin Cook, maybe we'll get him. It's looking less and less likely because we don't know if we're going to pay him that much money. Hopefully, we lock down Christian Wilkins.
Makes no sense to sign anywhere right now.
Yeah.
Wait for training camp happen. Wait for some guys to get banged up and then your asking price goes up.
And even if you wait a week or two into the season, if it goes that far, eventually someone's going to need that running back.
Yeah,
that's a nice little piece.
But I mean, everything Courtney said and from ESPN is right. I mean, Dolphins. I've said this. I think Buffalo will be the 3rd best team in the AFC East. I think the Dolphins and the Jets will be battling for the AFC East division title. And yeah, if Tua stays healthy, I mean, there's no more knock on Tua being a quarterback anymore. We all know he is a more than above average quarterback. You know, the only question is can he stay healthy? And in order to stay healthy, he would need his offensive line to protect him. I don't see their offensive line. I don't see their offensive line being that great. Yeah, Armstead was a great signing last year, but Armstead only gives you 10, 11 games. He's going to miss 5 games. That's a given. That's a given. Austin Jackson.
Yeah, you don't know what you're going to get with that.
All right.
Or actually, hopefully you don't know what you're going to get.
When Tyreek was saying that 2,000 yards, I don't think that's going to happen because guess what? Coach McDaniel has said he's going to put more of an emphasis in the running game. So if you're going to put Tua's not going to he's going to try to make sure that Tua is not standing in the pocket and taking all these hits. So if you have a formidable running game, protects your quarterback, it kills the clock, and then it leads you to more wins. So their running game can get good, can get better. Not even if the running game can get better if they add Dalvin Cook. Yeah, that's another weapon. There's no team that has the speed that the Dolphins have. None offensively. Like, it's ridiculous. But can the offensive line protect Tua? Can Tua remain healthy? And let's see how quickly the defense gel with under Vic Fangio. I know I'm expecting a big season from Bradley Chubb.
I am too.
You know, you got the bag, you know, you got the extension, you got the bag, and now you're playing with the coach that helped you get that bag.
Familiarity, number two, for
Absolutely.
two reasons too, Vlad. Not just familiarity. Now he's a little more accustomed playing for the Dolphins. He's got his guy, Vic Fangio. That's a lot of familiarity. I expect a big year from Bradley Chubb, of course. And of course, Christian Wilkins, he's going to get his too. But I expect big things from him also.
So, I mean, listen, I'm just maybe the only one who just thinks that the AFC East is going to be a battle between Miami and the Jets. I think Buffalo's going to take a step down. I'm not going to say they're still not a contender, but I just feel like they might be the third best team.
I don't even think they take a step down. I just think the Dolphins and the Jets have taken that much of a step up.
So
it's nobody stepped back. It's just they stepped up.
Listen. When you add pieces like Vic Fangio, and it's crazy when the defensive coordinator of that magnitude is a great addition to any team. But to a contending team, a team with, look, you got some badasses, bro.
Yeah, on both sides
secondary,
of the ball.
I think the Dolphins have the best secondary on paper in the NFL. Okay, you got the kid from Miami, Jalen Phillips. You got Wilkins. You got guys on that defense. You got playmakers. All they need to do is have a coordinator to get them in the spots that they need to be to make those stops so that you can get that ball to that offense. Nobody wants to go in a shootout with the Dolphins, but if the defense is above average, if the defense is average, they're a conference championship Super Bowl contender. If the defense is above average, yeah.
Courtney Cronin's sitting there saying the offense should be a top 5, top 3 offense in the league.
Yeah.
And the defense, I'm going to say this, should be a top 5 defense in the league. Now,
I don't know about all that. There's a lot of good defenses out there, bro.
Okay. Well,
you're talking about San Francisco. You're talking about Philadelphia.
We've seen some projections that have the Dolphins in the top 5.
Projections, right. But right. We're going by projections. I'm also going by what I saw from the team. The teams last year.
Look, I'll be honest, they were bad on defense.
And they're bringing back a lot of those top 5 defenses. Are bringing back the same pieces back.
Yeah, but keep it a buck. They were bad on defense last year.
I don't want to say they were bad.
Justin Fields ate their lunch.
I don't want to say they were bad because I thought towards the end of the season they were playing actually good defense. And they were getting turnovers. The one thing, if they were giving up points and yards, at least they were getting turnovers. Toward that Buffalo game on that Saturday night, when that third quarter, that was the defense that led that comeback in the third quarter. Defense and special teams. So defensively, they will be better. And because of that, that's why a lot of people has high expectations for the Dolphins.
But let's say if these projections are correct, and let's say the Dolphins have a top 5 defense and a top 5 offense, that equation's pretty simple to see that they're going to be, if not one of the best teams in the league, the best team in the league. Because if you're doing on both sides of the ball at that high of a level, man, there's a lot of wins in there.
And you got to do it. Listen, the AFC East play a tough schedule this season. So therefore, you're going to get tested.
And I mean, like
we're going to see.
We say New England, is the basement of the AFC East. Still not. It's not a guaranteed W.
No,
definitely
even though
not.
we all hate New England.
Yeah, we're going to make fun of Bill Belichick's over the hill. Mac Jones has a grandpa body.
But still, New England's New England. Belichick is still that coach, and they know how to win. Their defense is going to be great. That's another defense that's upper echelon in the NFL. So we'll see, man.
So
we'll see.
Projections, free agent running backs, defense, offense, coordinators, coaches, Tua healthy. It's all projections. It's all talk, Vlad. Let's get the pads on and let's play, man.
I love the fact that if everybody's making it seem like Dalvin Cook, whoever gets Dalvin Cook, it's like that will push him over the edge to be, the favorite. And what if the best move is not to sign a Dalvin Cook?
There you go.
What was it? Maybe to get a Leonard Fournette or a Ezekiel Elliott
I wouldn't be opposed to any of those three guys, to be honest with you.
or Kareem Hunt.
I wouldn't be opposed to any of those four guys.
I am shocked that Kareem Hunt's not signed.
I mean, with that speed,
Not even that. Kareem Hunt's a great running back, and he can do shares. He can, because that's what it is. You have Mostert, you have Jeff Wilson Jr., right? And then if you add a Dalvin Cook, where are these? Like, how many guys are going to get carries?
that's what you want, a fresh stable of running backs.
That's great, but they
Raheem-
all need the ball.
Raheem
They all
Mostert,
need to
too.
tote the handle.
Raheem Mostert, the fastest guy in the NFL, too, by the way.
So
Speed kills.
So if McDaniel wants to emphasize the running game this season, as he said throughout a lot over the offseason,
Mm-hmm.
then with that offensive line, is that offensive line going to run the ball? Is that offensive line going to block?
We'll see. We'll see.
It's still, there's a lot of question
I
marks.
hope
It's still
they can
question
gel.
marks.
I'll say this. I think everybody eats. I think the defense shuts other teams down, gives us a lot of time of possession. I think the running game is going to be better, and that also helps the passing game. I think Tua gets those 2,000 yards, just barely.
You mean Tyreek?
Who did I say?
You
Ezekiel?
said Tua.
Tua's going to get 2,000 yards for sure.
Throwing.
Yeah. No, I think Tyreek gets those 2,000 yards. I think the running back, you got the stable going in and out. I think Waddle's going to eat too. I think the passing game, the running game, it's going to be an explosive year. But once again, Vlad, it's all talk.
Because if Tyreek has 2,000 yards, that's great. But I'm also going to look at it like, he has 2,000 yards and Waddle's probably got like 1,500.
I mean, yeah, Waddle's still going to get a lot
Right.
too.
I'm going to look at it like the running game is, then they're not running the ball.
No, but you get up by so much, then at the end of the game, before the end of the third and the fourth quarter, you're just running the ball.
Have you seen the schedule they play?
I know. It's
Okay,
a tough
yeah,
schedule.
there's not- I don't
Is it the
see
second
many-
hardest schedule in the NFL on paper?
I don't see many blowouts in any of the AFC
On
East
paper?
teams.
Yeah. Once again,
They're playing the NFC East and they're playing the AFC West.
Let's play these games.
You're going against potent teams.
let's play the games. Let's get the games going. Let's see what happens. Let's throw it out there on the field. Let's settle it out there. That day is coming soon. Yesterday was a day for Damian Lillard, his birthday, but did he get a lot of birthday wishes? Special edition of hashtag What's Trending next here on 560 WQAM. Yeah, making me feel good right now, Vlad. A little Bob Marley. Relax me, man. Marlins are going to be all right. Inter Miami's going to be all right. Everything's going to be all right. Eventually, Dame Lillard, he'll be down here in South Florida. At least I think so. If you ask Portland Trailblazers fans, you can't get here fast enough. Get out of my city. Basically, what they told Dame Lillard yesterday. Right now, we're doing a little hashtag what's trending. Of course, you can check him out at Vlad2078 at Dan Day Radio. So, Damian Lillard celebrated his 33rd birthday yesterday. The Portland Trailblazers, classy. They send out happy birthday, Dala, with a heart, hashtag Rip City, and have a picture or a little video montage of Dame Lillard. Simply put, right? So Portland fans see that.
I mean, that's nice.
I don't have any problem with that. That's nice. That's nice. Stay above. Take the high ground. Well, Portland fans didn't exactly take the high ground, Vlad. Get some response. He sadly wants to be traded for his birthday. The whole situation is awkward. It's not totally mean, right? Hoops Junkie says, nice greeting. Now free him as a birthday gift. Ooh. I don't see why you want to get rid of him so bad. SoFlo Sports News. If I was Dame Lillard, I would not celebrate until I'm in a Miami Heat uniform. That's South Florida trying to get him down here, man. DraftKings Sportsbook, it's only a matter of time. And it has a video of a little gif of Dame Lillard pointing to Dame time. Okay.
I'm watching this. I'm seeing this.
Philly Shiva says, don't trade him to Miami.
Right. Well,
of course not.
Obviously, fans of other teams are going to tweet back at him and wish him a happy birthday if they're fan of his game, but they're going to also not want him to go to their rival. They want him to come over there to Philadelphia. They don't even know what's going on with them. Is Harden coming back? It's nasty work if he's got to come back.
It's kind of hard to figure out. Like, if you're an Eastern Conference team, why would you even consider getting into a three-way trade with the Heat and the Blazers? Because you're only going to hurt yourself.
That's what I said. I've been saying that since the beginning, but you know.
With that being said, get a hold of this. Blazers Stewart replies, happy birthday, Dame, but we're still going to trade you to Jazz or Thunder because it's best for the team. Nothing personal.
See, I agree with Blazer Stewart. I understand that. This is why I love, like yesterday when you were doing the headlines and you were talking about the Bleacher Report says it's a done deal, or Sports Illustrated says a done deal. Bleacher Report said no, they're nowhere near close. So all the Blazers fans, that's, it's probably the number one thing that's talked about in Portland.
Oh yeah.
So they're starting to turn and understand that. Hey man, Cronin, don't trade Dame just for peanuts, man. Make sure you get the best deal that you can.
Like I said,
best offer.
The Blazers may be a little hasty in saying we're going to try to accommodate him as much as we can. They probably should have just said nothing. Just been like, we'll talk to him. We'll work with him. Because when you say stuff like that, it makes people think like you're going to do whatever he says. And that's not the case, because you got to do what's best for you in that situation.
Oh, how about this?
Curtis
Lee Farmer.
Happy
birthday. We've traded you to the Detroit Pistons for Cade Cunningham and 2 pairs of Taylor Swift tickets. Enjoy.
I don't mind that. That's funny.
You know what? That's funny, because if the general manager of Cronin had a daughter and this deal was being offered as a joke, but it was like through a speaker, she would tell her dad to take it.
Yeah, take that deal.
I want to see Taylor Swift. You know how much those tickets are? Yeah, the kid would definitely take that deal.
She's already seen Dame Lillard 100 times.
Yeah, who cares about Dame?
That?
Cade Cunningham and 2 pairs.
Although I do like Cade Cunningham. I think he's a good player. I think he's going to be a great player in this league.
I hope he can stay healthy.
Yeah, that is one of those things, man. God, why do injuries have to happen?
But some Portland fans actually gave Dame a proper, legitimate happy birthday greeting. First of all, Andre Madison. Yeah. He said, first of all, thank you, Dame. Happy birthday. Hope you get your birthday wish. You have done so much for this franchise. You have set records. You have created beautiful moments we won't forget. You'll always be respected by me as a Blazer fan. Thank you, Dame. Oh,
that's nice. That's sweet.
Oh, get the Kleenex.
And I heard some people saying throughout the week, like, I don't see why Joe Cronin is being like this. He did Dame dirty by never putting anybody around him and making him have a
No,
good
he
team.
didn't. He just got to the team.
Right. And there's a couple things about that I do want to clear up because, I was here and there and everywhere. Number one, he's only been there for a year, so it really wasn't him building that team. Number two, where again does Damian Lillard play at? What team does he play for? What city does he play for?
Portland.
Yes. How many free agents do you see knocking down the door? Big time free agents trying to go to Portland, New Orleans,
No, listen,
Oklahoma
Dame
City,
was saying when he
Sacramento.
was saying that, he's so loyal. He was loyal to the soil,
Right.
and he wasn't going to go anywhere. He was hoping that his game and people would want to win with him in Portland. Nobody was going to go to Portland. Same way LeBron had those problems in his first 7 years. Nobody was coming to Cleveland. Nobody wanted to come to Cleveland. You know what I mean?
Right.
Nobody wanted to come to Cleveland.
And if you've lived your whole life in Miami or Los Angeles or New York for the most part, you take it for granted that you are a free agent destination and that your name is mentioned anytime there's a big name free agent. When you are from a smaller market, it is very hard to get the money and to attract free agents. That's why you have to draft better.
Let me.
So the Blazers didn't fail Dame Lillard. They probably did the best they could. It's just a lot of guys aren't going there.
Let me channel my Joakim Noah.
Please.
Nobody's ever said that they want to go to Portland. Like Portland's lit. Like they're gonna go vacation in Portland.
Although I love Portland, man. Oh, I can't wait.
Portland's nice though.
I love Portland,
but it's not anybody's. It's not the first city or the first spot that anybody wants to go. Tour to visit. No. So Dame had to understand. No team wanted to go there. I mean, most players did not want to go there. At least superstars,
right? Superstars,
top players did not want to go there. So he had to understand that, and finally understood. Took him 11, 12 years to understand that, but now he's asking to be traded, or he's asking to be moved to a contender, a specific contender, the Miami Heat. But as a first-year, as a general manager who's only had 1 year experience, this is it for you, bro. You're about to trade the best player in franchise history, a beloved player, probably the most beloved player in the franchise history. But you can't get, like I've said, pun intended,
pennies.
You can't get pennies for a Dame dollar.
Nope, you cannot. You would not be doing your job. You would be doing a disservice to your organization, to your fan base, and to the team. It's one of those things. But you have to understand when you're in a small market, big name free agents and even just big name stars aren't exactly willing to come play for you. You got a little bit of it. Actually, no, wait, I'm trying to think. A little bit of it with LeBron because you're one of the greatest players of all time, if not the greatest player of all time. You got a lot of that going to Cleveland. Shaquille O'Neal, even in Orlando, he got out there as fast as he possibly could. And you say, well, he played with Penny Hardaway. They drafted Penny Hardaway. Is there a small market where a big name star has really wanted to go there and a bunch of big name stars have followed? I don't think so. Sacramento? Hell no. Oklahoma City? Hell no. Remember, they drafted Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook. James Harden. New Orleans Pelicans? Hell no.
Bron wanted Kevin Love, but they traded the number 1 pick. They traded Wiggins for Kevin Love.
Right.
So
Orlando, is anybody beating down the door to go to a small market like that?
Nah,
Charlotte, is anyone beating down the door?
Like that.
Is anybody beating down the door to go to Charlotte?
Nah.
So to say that the Blazers have done Dame wrong by not getting enough stars, well, I don't know if it's so much the organization as just the situation that he's in. And I think that's why he makes reference to being loyal to the soil. Like, I'm here ride or die with this organization because, for lack of a better, thing, maybe we can't get everybody, but I'm going to try to do it myself. They did make it to a Western Conference Finals and got beat by a really good Golden State Warriors team one year.
Yeah, they got swept.
Yeah, I know they did. I actually watched the final game 4 at old
Oracle.
No, at what's the famous British pub? Churchill's. Okay. That isn't open. R.I.P. Miss Churchill so much. But I happened to be there drinking some Bass beer, Vlad, our favorite. At least next week it'll be our favorite. Prestige is still our favorite. But yeah, being from a smaller market, it is harder to get the stars to come, even if you have a Dame Lillard. And over the years, Portland, probably did their best. They just couldn't get it done. And Joe Cronin has only been around a year, so he did not. I don't think he failed Dame at all.
No. 786 texted I remember the days before Riley and no one wanted to come to Miami. It's not always about the city, it's about the team. It's about the city. Okay. When Riley came, let me tell you this. Riley came at the same time there was a surge that was happening in South Florida, and especially South Beach, where Hollywood, the music, especially hip hop, was coming down to Miami a lot. And once you realize that it's a tax-free state, people were enjoying it. You have money and you live in this beautiful weather. Yeah, that this became a target destination. And that's why any free agent that's available,
The first thing
the
you hear,
first name you always hear is Miami. Like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter
isn't
if
it
it's
crazy?
football or basketball.
Isn't it crazy? Every free agent in pretty much every sport, when you hear that they're a free agent or looking to be traded, what are the three names you hear? Miami, New York, LA. Coincidence? Nah, bruh. Nah. Now, organization does have some stuff to do with it. If you have a backwards ass organization in a big city, it can slow down the possibility of some free agents.
Like New
coming.
Orleans is great. Nobody's coming down to New Orleans.
No, absolutely nobody.
Atlanta people will go to.
You'll go to Atlanta. That's a big
That's
major.
what it is. It's a big major city.
But look at some of these teams like New Orleans. I know for a fact, the second these guys, not even the second they can get out, the first inch of sunlight they can get out, like Anthony Davis, a year before he even had his contract up. I'm not re-signing, trade me. Zion Williamson, you think he's going to spend, well, depending if he stays healthy or gets healthy, I shouldn't say. You think he's sticking around in New Orleans for after his Supermax is, done? Hell no.
No, he's out.
And
Better be.
I love Brandon Ingram.
For Mariah Mills, get him.
BI is one of my favorite players. Wear his jersey. Love him. He seems like he really loves the Pelicans organization. You think when his contract's up, it's 50-50 that he even stays there. Sacramento, look what Sacramento had to do. They didn't go out and they got a bunch of young guys so they could build from the ground up.
Right, and that's the other thing. Usually when stars go to those small market teams, they usually are traded.
Yeah, it's a trade.
It's a trade.
I mean, Sacramento, Orlando, Charlotte, New Orleans. You look at those teams, Oklahoma City, even. Look what Oklahoma City, that's smart what they did. They know they're not getting a bunch of free agents, so get a bunch of young guys. Try to maximize their potential while you can. On the cheap.
And the best you can do is draft a guy. He becomes a superstar. You show your loyalty and love and appreciation to them.
What's the first thing that he'd say? I don't care about
person. That player will want to stay and stay for that longer contract, and then hopefully their effect, their aura will be able to bring other players to that team. I mean, let's be real. The big three happened because of the Olympics. A lot of these teams, these super teams happen because of international play or working out together in the off season. So, and of course, the new thing now, agencies, CAA versus clutch sports. Because if you notice, a lot of players who are signed under a same agency are playing alongside each other.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
So it's, yeah.
And I mean, yeah, you get a great player like Dwayne Wade, and he can recruit people to come. People want to play with him. Yeah, friendships are important. Liking guys important. Part of the reason Damian Lillard wants to come to Miami. He likes Bam Adebayo. That would be a sweet pick and roll combo right there, man. Can't wait to see it next season. Up next, going to get you caught up with all the headlines and more here on 560 WQAM. Sunday fun day with my cousin Vladimir Louison. Thank you so much for joining us, whether it be on YouTube Live, Twitch, Odyssey app around the world, or 560 WQAM. Vladdy, last night I booked a trip to Austin, Texas in August. So you're going to be out for a weekend, man. It is going to be the last weekend of August. I am going to get weird in Austin, Texas. You know what that means. $30 vegan breakfasts.
Fam, there's no way you eat. It's Texas. That's
I already found a vegan barbecue spot.
Texas like everything big.
Yeah, but Austin's the weird part of Texas. It's the only part that's
the vegan. That's definitely a part where you can get vegan.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay in the hipster part of Austin, but you look at it, it's still Texas, man. Like, you know, it's the live music capital of the United States. It's got some weird things, and I've been to Austin multiple times in my life, but it's still Texas, man. It's still Texas. So I'm going to be running around the east side of town, East 6th Street. You know, they got East Side Boys, East Side Pies. Some of the bars have been closed after COVID. So I'm going to go to Shangri-La, maybe see Bill Murray. Shangri-La is the one, you know, Bill Murray. He goes up behind people, covers their eyes, and when they turn around, he goes, "No one will ever believe you," and then just walks off. And everybody goes, "Bill Murray just said," they're like, "Get out of here." Now he's kind of known for that. And then, you know, I've looked up some vegan places, some music. I'm going to go tubing. You and I have talked about possibly going tubing. Maybe not you and I, but, you know.
Yeah, we're not going to be in the same tube, but definitely tubing's great.
Yeah.
I just like the fact what you saying when you're tubing and then you meet another tube and then you're doing exchanges and everything.
Yeah. We might have to do an exchange for the last hour of the show, Vlad. I might have to do some virtual tubing here at the studio and stuff like that. It sounds weird, but nonetheless. So I've got they got a museum of weird there, so you know I'm going to that. A museum of weird, Voodoo Donuts. Have you ever been to Voodoo Donuts, Vlad?
No.
Whoo! Second best donuts in the United States. It used to be the best for me, but then when I went out to LA, those Cambodians.
I'm about to say Randy's.
Those Cambodians, man. Woo! They blew Voodoo Donuts out of the water, man. So the Cambodians got a lock on the donut industry in Los Angeles, and they got a lock on the flavor. Those are the best donuts I have ever had in my life.
All right, news update. We're going to a fifth set in Wimbledon.
Damn it.
We're going to a fifth set in London, England.
I really thought Carlos Alcaraz had that.
Nah, Joker's like, not so fast, my friend. No, sir.
You can never count Joker out. You get up 2-1 on him, and oh, Carlos.
Go Novak.
I know you're excited. I'm excited, but oh, man. Okay, but another thing, and Carlos Alcaraz doesn't skate either in this. Could either guy maybe freshen up before the match today and shave? Like, they don't have beards. They have stubble on their face. Far be it from me. I have my stubble on my face. I barely have any at all, but I didn't shave this morning either. It's Sunday. I'll shave Monday. I want to be fresh for the week. I am on camera.
The week started today.
I know, and I am on camera. So I guess, okay. Maybe I was a little too harsh. Maybe it was a little too.
No, Sergey, it's not the last hour of the show. Calm down.
No. Vlad and I might actually do some extra shows this week. Why not, Vlad? You want to stick around an extra hour today, Vlad?
No.
Okay. I always want to ask, you know, just to see if you got some time. You want to hang out? Maybe will the last hour of the show be under? I want to say, for lack of a better term, under protest. Are we gonna make that official?
No, I'm gonna do the last hour of the show. I'm not.
No. Under protest, you know.
Ah, man, whatever.
Okay. See, that's comments like that. I don't know what to think about that. Let's get into some comments that were made recently. Tyreek Hill said, "Believe that he's going to get over 2,000 yards receiving this coming season. First receiver ever in the NFL to do that. If he does do that, believe that."
I don't.
You don't believe that?
No.
I mean, when a guy says "believe that," though, it's not like saying you heard.
Well, here's the craziness.
You heard me?
The crazy part about it is this: if it wasn't for the fact that Mike McDaniel said he wants to really emphasize on the running game, get the running game going, I would believe it. Because Tyreek also said he only knew 4 plays from the offense last season.
Yeah, he said he was just balling out.
He was just balling, and what he had like 1,500 yards,
and his starting quarterback missed a bunch of games too. By the way,
so it's like,
possible.
It's not out of the realm of possibility, but I also think if he's getting 2,000 yards, that means the Dolphins are in a lot of shootouts.
I was going to say this, Vlad. Would you say this? Everything happens correctly. Tua stays healthy. Tyreek stays healthy. Tyreek only has 1,200 yards receiving. Is that a good sign for the Dolphins, meaning that their running game is going and things are getting spread around and they're winning a lot of games. Could that be a possible good thing that he only gets 1,200 yards?
If he getting 1,200, what's the record?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Does that? I'm saying.
I mean, if he's getting 1,200 yards and the Dolphins are winning, who gives two craps about
Right.
like it? You know,
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, let's say,
and I would hope. I'm sorry. I would hope for a guy who's won a Super Bowl already, who's been to 2 Super Bowls, that it's all about the team success. So getting the, I mean, I understand everybody want to put up their numbers, but put numbers on the board, but still, it's all about the team success.
right. So the running game gets rolling and going. The offensive line is great. The defense is stopping people. And we're just blowing teams out in the last quarter of every game. We're running the ball out and just doing nothing. Tyreek Hill only has 1,200 yards. Great season. Let's go.
If he has 1,200 yards, Waddle has like 12 to 1,300,
13, 14 games,
and a running game amassed 2,500 yards rushing.
That's not a down season.
That's a great freaking season.
That's unbelievable.
That's an unbelievably balanced offense. And that means Tua's not taking hits.
Yep. Tua's put on that extra muscle too. So Tyreek Hill over 2,000 yards, great. If you end up with 1,200 yards and we end up with 14 wins, that's also great. That's not a step down. That's not a bad season. That's not an off season. That's just a team having a great season. I could see that. Which would you prefer? Barely making the playoffs and having Tyreek Hill with 2,000 yards, or being 14 and 3 and Tyreek Hill only having 1,200 yards? I'm good with the 1,200 yards and 14 wins.
And by the way, if he only has 1,200 yards, that means defenses are paying a lot of attention to him.
And so Jalen Waddle's all over the place, and
so
we'll see.
I'm just saying, 2,000 yards, he can do it.
Oh, it's possible.
It's possible, but I don't think it's necessary for the Dolphins to win.
Right.
This season.
I agree with you. The Marlins, they dropped their second in a row to the Orioles 6-5 last night. Luis Ariz went 4 for 5 and is now batting .386. Game 3 today at 1:35. Okay. The Orioles are really good, so I'm not going to hit the panic button just yet. You know me, Vlad. I like to hit buttons really, really quick. I like to hit the celebratory buttons quick. I like to hit the panic buttons quick. I'm going to wait.
Relax.
Okay. Whew. Thank you. Now, I have hit the panic button on the Inter Miami Herons, but I might have to pull back from that too. They lost 3-0 last night to St. Louis. St. Louis, though, let's look at the half glass full. They're leaders in the Western Conference. They are an expansion team, but they seem to have things really going for them. Here's some more, maybe even more than half full. Miami, they did sign and will formally introduce Lionel Messi today, 6 o'clock, Drive Pink Stadium. Tickets are $30 for general admission. He signed through 2025.
Hold on, fam. Hold on. You got to love the hustle. You got to love the hustle.
Yeah, I know.
They charging $30.
I know.
You got to love the hustle. And people are going to buy to go watch it. People want to be. Come on, man. You can listen.
I know.
When they said it was a sucker born every day, they were really. You're gonna pay $30. And listen, I'm not knocking Inter Miami. Do what you got to do.
I mean,
but people are gonna pay $30 just to say, hey,
to go to a pep rally.
To a pep rally where they hand them a jersey.
And the thing's gonna have to be in English and Spanish, of course, for a multitude of reasons.
Absolutely, but it's just $30.
That's a lot. I say that 30 to go to a game.
Basically, okay. What's worth $30?
Break it down.
The food that Dan Day spent on his breakfast, or by using that $30 to go watch Messi be introduced to South Florida.
Oh, why you gotta do that to me?
I ain't gonna lie to you. When I think about it, the $30 to go see Messi might be better than that meal that you had.
Yeah, man, you put it that way. Oh, at least I got free parking out of the whole $30 breakfast deal. Oh, that's a tough call right there, Vlad. I think you might get more out of going to see Messi than spending $30 downstairs at the Citadel for a little tiny vegan breakfast. That one stings.
Yeah, it should.
ESPN is already predicting the Hurricane safety Cam Kinchins will be a first-round pick next year. The U open the season September 1st against Miami, Ohio. Vlad, you and I talked about this yesterday. You cannot lose that game. If you lose that game, that's on a Friday. That's Labor Day weekend, and that gives you pretty much, for me, no hope for the rest of the season.
Hey, man, they better win. It's Labor Day weekend's the last weekend of summer.
I'm coming back for this from Austin. I'm coming back for the Hurricanes.
I need that Friday night to be. That's a 4-day weekend. I need that Friday night to start off well. So a Canes victory is good. They can't lose the first game. They're not going to lose the first game.
No, come on, Mario Cristobal. Money. You got this. The Heat, they start a little more Summer League action tonight at 8 o'clock. They're playing the Portland Trailblazers. Whoever wins gets Dame Lillard. Did you know that? No, that's not true. That's not true. Don't go. No, don't.
That'd be hysterical.
That'd be it. Like Portland, like, you want to do it? Let's play for pinks. Here we go.
Oh,
Winner,
man. What
you
if
win. No,
Portland did a love in basketball? Like,
Vlad, no, here it is. Cronin, Pat Riley, eye to eye. Let's do this. You guys win.
They're playing for Dame, for the
You
love
get-
of
no, no,
Dame.
no. You
They're
guys
playing
win.
for the love of Dame. Not even for the love of the game, the love of Dame.
You win, you get Dame Lillard. We win, we get Tyler Hero. Better yet, Bam had a bio. How bad you want
Who's
this?
Sinai Lathan in this? Is it the Heat or the Blazers? Who's Omar Epps?
Joe Cronin's had enough.
That's
Tired of this
hysterical.
nonsense.
That's
you win,
funny.
you get our guy. We win, we get your guy.
That is just, yo, you don't even really, that was funny when you said that. Like they play, that would be funny.
Wouldn't that be?
That would be
solve so
hysterical.
many more
You
problems.
know how much pressure you would put on those young kids?
Man,
They would crap their bed.
you might have
They
to
would
call
crap
in
their
some-
shorts.
You might have to call in some of the aces for that game, man.
No, it's summer league.
I know, but you can put
Wait, hold on. Then now, guys, we're just having fun here.
yo,
alright?
Jimmy.
We're in the summer. No, Jimmy's not even there. It's summer league. They're
Yeah.
not. Listen, the vets aren't there. Would Jaime play?
Yeah, fuck. Yeah. Oh man, yes he would.
You lucky that UCK didn't
I
come
didn't
out.
drop it. I didn't
You
drop
didn't drop it, but I dumped it. I dumped
I
it.
cussed yesterday on our video when I was doing pull-ups, and I
Yeah.
kind of caught myself
God,
like,
we need the late night edition of Sports Day.
we need to do our own little thing,
Yeah,
man.
we get it.
Okay, so wait,
But
let's
no,
see.
no. Listen, okay, hold on. This is great. I love it. Just bear with me.
Let's do this.
You ready? Here
Let's
we
do
go.
this.
Scoot. Do you get Scoot?
Scoot's back.
Scoot's back.
His
All of a sudden,
shoulder's
that
better.
shoulder's good, right?
Jaime Jaquez Jr. His shoulder's better. He's back.
Nick, what you call it?
Jovic is already. He's over.
No. He took a flight back. He took a flight back.
Get your ass back on the charter. Come on back.
He took a flight back. Who
Orlando
played?
Robinson.
Sharp played for Portland in the early in the summer league, right? You have all of them play, and the winner gets Dame.
Yep. And then I'm saying, but if Portland wins, they get Tyler Hero, and they keep Dame. The same thing, vice versa.
Oh, but if Miami wins, they keep Tyler and get Dame.
Yeah.
So-
that's that's the deal.
Great.
This is how we do it. Okay, so here we go. Conference call. So Hami, you on the line? Yeah, I'm there. Okay. Nicola, you on the line? Yeah, I'm here. Cool. Come on, let's go. You're playing tonight. Well, no, I thought I was shut down for the summer league. No, you're not. You're not shut down for the summer league. We need you to ball. They're like, well, what's the big
I
deal?
would really want to see this. I wish. I mean, I know it's all. We're just making this up, but I would love to see like a picture of Dame, like
Dude.
right there, or Dame. Not even a picture of Dame. Let's do it.
No,
Like,
no, Dame's there.
No, let's do it WWE style. Macho Man Hulk Hogan, Dame is Miss Elizabeth. Just have Dame just sitting on like mid court, just watching the teams play for his love.
He's just sitting there with this look on his face. Dude, you know how intense
you know
that
what
game would be?
And I would love to. Yeah, you have to have a camera on Dame because then you would really want to know where his
Like, is he gonna
his
cheer?
loyalty. Like, is he really rooting for Miami? Did he really
Come
love
on,
Portland?
come
Does
on,
he really?
guys.
You know what I'm saying? That would be hysterical.
Scoot Henderson's balling out, man. or better, maybe not. Maybe he doesn't
What
want
is
Dame
it?
on the
That's what
team.
I'm
So
saying.
maybe Scoot's taking a dive. Scoot goes over.
I want to wear number 0, not 00.
Scoot goes over 14. Jaime Jaquez Jr. scores 48. Like Pat Riley's like, you better play hard.
I'd be
you,
funny.
You have an altercast of not even watching the game. Just Dame, Pat Riley, Eric Spoelstra, Joe Cronin.
I don't think Cronin and Riley want to have a slap fight, Sergey. I'm still putting money on.
That would be the
I
ultimate.
put money on Riley.
That might even be better than the NBA Finals, bro.
Nah, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. If they play for the love of Dame and they call it the love of Dame, this is a production. I don't think you understand why ESPN wouldn't do this.
Dude, we got the best ideas out
For
there.
the love of Dame,
And like I
Portland
said,
versus Miami.
And on ESPN2, you got the reaction cast where it's just Dame,
Oh
Pat Riley.
no, I already
Eric
tell you who's
Spoelstra,
gonna be in the
Joe Cronin.
reaction. I have CJ McCollum there.
Right. Yeah. CJ McCollum's gonna kind of like.
Yeah, he'll be
like
the mediator, but
yeah.
he knows.
No,
he's Dame's former teammate, and he's already part of NBA media. I would have Jay Williams there because Jay's
Yeah,
gonna
oh,
take
yeah.
it serious.
You have some special guests too, like the Peyton Manning
Oh.
cast. You'd have some guests come on every once in a
I
while.
definitely would want Cameron and Mace there
Yeah.
from It Is What It Is because they would have some historical takes on Portland and Miami playing for the love of Dame. You know how crazy it is.
That would be
That's
a game.
Wild that would be.
That's a game right there, man.
If that really ever happened, like, okay, just have a game for whoever wins gets everything. Remember, this is it. So you get, like you said, I like that little incentive you put. You get Tyler and Dame.
Yeah, and that
winner gets both Tyler and Dame.
Yep. That's it. Winner gets
I
both
like it.
Tyler and Dame. Yeah, you got to have Tyler.
I like it.
Tyler Hero on the reaction cast too.
Nah, he's not gonna be there. You crazy? Tyler don't want to go to Portland.
No, he's gonna be from home. He's gonna be in South Beach, just like video camera on him. Oh goodness. Djokovic is up 1-0 in the 5th set.
Yes.
It's okay. Plenty of time. Rory McIlroy, he birdied the last 2 holes.
Hey
to
man,
win the Genesis Scottish Open today.
he came from behind. Pause to win the Scottish Open. That was a good victory.
Ironic that he birdied the last 2 holes, basically giving the double bird to live.
Okay, we can stretch with that.
That's
If you want to reach it.
And just to make you a little more angry, Vlad, LeBron James reverting back to number 23 in honor of Bill Russell because he doesn't want to win number 6.
If you went out of Bill Russell, why don't you go to 23 last season?
Yeah, the timing on this is really bad. Like, it's just not fair for me to wear number 6 when Bill Russell has.
You know what?
Well, then why not do it
Hold on.
immediately? Why are we doing it now?
I'm gonna offer him this little bit of bail. I don't remember. I mean, I could look it up when Bill Russell passed, but I do think you need to give Nike a year. You have to give the merchandise people, the apparel, at least a year so that they can design the jersey. So
that's true, and they've already printed out and made some jerseys
and
everything.
Yeah, so you would have to do it like prior to the season beginning.
That's true. Okay, well, still, he's changes the number a lot, man.
But he has changed his number a lot.
Let's go ahead and real quick calm down, take a step into the day spa. Travel Lodge has released its list of strangest things left in hotel rooms, including
cocaine.
That's not strange. I mean, a pet tarantula, a cat, a gingerbread village, a prenuptial agreement.
What?
A wooden foot.
Hey, yo.
And a 5-foot unicorn made of flowers.
Man. It's Travel Lodge.
Thank goodness they didn't find the stuff I left in the hotel room. Whew.
I guess you're right. I guess drugs and like money and all these other stuff is common.
Well, I mean, also probably the fine workers at Travel Lodge, if they find a baggie or find some money, they're probably not going to go turn it back in for lost and found.
Dude, Travel Lodge is the drug hotel.
Yeah,
it's most preferred by
drug users.
By drug dealers and users.
It's a nice little place. You can always find good times over at the Travel Lodge. Travel Lodge.
Shout out to Pusha.
Oh man, next segment we're gonna get on to some of the stuff the Heat. We talk about, should the Heat let these guys go? Should they keep the guys? There was recently a list of guys the Heat held on to just a little too long. We're gonna look into that next on 560 WQAM. Sports Day 560 WQAM. I am Dan Day at Dan Day Radio on all the social medias. He is my cousin, Vladimir Louison. You can check him out at Vlad2078 on all the social medias. He and I had a physical challenge yesterday where I saw how many push-ups or pull-ups I could do. Vlad was losing his mind. I was losing my physical awareness. I really thought I was going to die for a part of the time. How many did I get? I don't remember. You can go check it all out. Vlad, you really did enjoy me almost dying, didn't you? You were there for me, though, at least.
You struggled after 4. You were struggling after 4. I give you credit because the over-under was 3.
I know. I hit a wall, man. That wall came really fast, dude. Like, ooh, man. Nick T, he YouTube lived in Travel Lodge. Here for a good time, not a long time. There you go. That's true. That's true. Oh, man. So recently, our good friends over at Fansided, allyoucanheat.com, released a list of 8 players the Miami Heat chose to hold on to just a little too long. The Heat have been known to do that every once in a while. We could take a look right now. First one, 1999, Keith Askins. Keith Askins was like the original Udonis Haslem, went undrafted in 1999. He had a lot of intangibles. He was tough. He was strong. But during his best season with the Heat, he averaged 6 points, 4 rebounds, 42% shooting from three-point range. Yeah, that's a long time for those types of numbers, Vlad.
So they're trying to say players that the Heat should have let go.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's messed up. I mean, Keith Askins is part of the Heat culture, bro.
I know, that's the thing.
No, you can't do that to Keith, man. I think that's wrong.
What about Jamal McGlure, 2008 to 2011?
I don't even think you should have had signed him in the first place.
I mean, he was okay. Jamal McGlure, the big cat back in the day, man. I know he was a decent player, and he didn't play with the Heat all that long, did he? 2008, 2011?
Well, if he played in 2011, that means he was part of the team that lost to in the NBA Finals.
To the Dallas Mavericks?
Yeah.
Big cat. Said he kept him just a little too long. The big cat. Okay, now the first guy that comes to mind when you think of guys the Heat maybe kept a little too long, is it Hassan Whiteside?
He got the big contract, man.
He got that big contract, and then he went on vacation for the rest of his basic life. He didn't do much in Portland afterwards, although he did lead the league in blocks in Portland. So, if you want to say that, but he got that huge paycheck, and then he averaged 14 points, 12 rebounds, 3.7 blocks.
That was the year. That was the year.
$100 million.
Yeah, in 2015-16, he averaged 14, 12, and 4. And that's why he got the big contract. And you
thought he was a Heat culture guy through and through. I remember being like, man, the Heat got another one of them guys, man. He
got a 4-year, $98 million contract. And it bothers him because all that money that went to Whiteside could have gone to Dwayne Wade.
Said one of the worst contract extensions in Heat history. Yeah, I remember before he signed that contract being like, man, the Heat got themselves a dog in Hassan Whiteside. And he got that contract and he was gone. Man, Bam Adebayo luckily came up, started making things happen. And then we eventually got that traded him off to the Portland Trailblazers for that final year of his 4-year contract. Oh, man. Yeah, whatever. I mean, what happened to Hassan Whiteside? Was it that he just got his bag and he got comfortable, or
no? He just robbed Miami without a real gun. You ever know that when guys do this with their hands and then they just put it inside their pocket or jacket, and they act like hey, this is a rob. That's what they basically did to Riley because it made no. I mean, I don't want to say it made no sense. Let me not say that. He played well, but Hassan Whiteside is one of those athletes that when it's contract season, all of a sudden, miraculously, injuries don't appear. They're a solid teammate. They're doing everything.
They're selfless, but yet they're still getting their numbers.
Right.
Is it all about motivation?
Bro, it happens all the time.
It does.
It does. Like, it's ridiculous. You could, when it's a contract year, and then you're like, oh, this person's playing very well because it's a contract year.
So you get focused. You get motivated. You start doing what you should be doing. Well, I shouldn't say what theoretically.
How are you going to get focused doing what you already should have been doing?
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, and we even talked to our dude Omar Kelly. We're dropping his name a lot today. I said, is Xavier Howard going to be having a great year? He said, absolutely. He told us, Vlad. the
No, he
reason
said
why-
that. He said the secondary because I told him, I was like, they got the best secondary. He was like, top 3. But when he started thinking about it, and you started naming the players in the secondary, he's like, you know what? Miami might be the best secondary
No, but we asked him why
So-
Xavier Howard was going to have a good season.
because it's a contract
he
year.
says Xavier likes his
Money, right? And he knows that if he doesn't ball out this season, he might be let go because he's going to be a significant cap hit. So everybody has money, bro. Everybody loves money, and everybody's going to play very well to get that back.
Here's another guy we talked about, and when you think about guys the Heat held on too long or maybe paid a little too much, Dion Waiters, 2016 to 2020. Now Dion, there's whispers, Vlad. Whispers.
I heard he might be returning.
He could be returning to the Miami Heat. Heat Nation, are you down for Dion Waiters' return? Now, Dion Waiters, now much kudos to him, has come out and said he feels bad about his time in Miami and how it ended and how he acted. And he says he's dealt
The
with
gummies.
Yeah, well, that, yeah. Speaking of gummies. And he's also said he's dealt with a lot of mental health issues and he's gotten all that straight and he's starting to work out for teams. And he says he feels bad about how things ended in Miami. He felt as though he was immature and that he did a lot of the wrong things. It was mostly on him. He would like another chance.
I mean, taking a gummy on the plane
And losing your mind.
It's basically on you. I mean, I'm happy that he's, taking full accountability, and that's a positive step. Waiters is too talented. You watching him in Syracuse, you look like
He's great.
He's just an instant bucket getter.
Oh.
He's an instant bucket getter. He's from Philly. You like the swag. He was very key in that 30-11 second half.
Oh yeah, that run.
Of what season was that? Was that 2016?
So that was his first year where he averaged 16 points, 4 rebounds, 40% shooting from 3-point range.
I could see Dion and Jimmy getting into fights and also being the best of friends.
Mm-hmm.
Listen.
I like to see a comeback. I'd love to see Dion Waiters get his act together.
Rio came back, right? Rio came back. Have Philly cheese come back.
To get Philly cheese back. I mean, look, he says he's worked on a lot of things. I think if he's motivated and he realizes,
and I don't think they held on to him too long, by the way, as well, because he just started playing bad. It wasn't his fault. He got the bag. Here's the thing: you can't blame a team after they give the player the bag, and then the player starts acting up or starts doesn't produce like they did before. You're giving them the bag because of what they did,
what they earned. Yeah,
what they earned. It's their job to continue earning.
Yes, that is true. A lot of players do say that. Like Brian Cox, who actually played here in Miami, said when he signed his first really big contract, he goes, I don't look at it as this is what I have to play up to. I look at it as this is what I've earned in the league. And everything from here on out is what I'll earn going forward. So, yeah, I got to look at that. And
I don't know if he's one of the worst signings.
Ooh, Dion?
No, yeah, I don't know if Philly cheese.
It's just, man, the optics of him getting super high.
That's it.
On
It's
a
only
plane.
the optic of the, being high off the gummies.
How do you get that wigged out, man?
Hey, man, they probably had some.
Yeah, some strong.
Some
Well,
potent
this
stuff.
is what happens. Okay, no, take it from me. I'm not an expert, but I've been around. You get a guy who thinks he's hardcore, and you tell him, watch out. These gummies are really, really strong. You only need one. They take it. 5 minutes later, I don't feel anything.
That's the problem with.
Don't eat a second one.
They put and you don't know what type of gummy might have been.
You don't know me. Nothing affects me. Look, give it like 30, 45 minutes. Yeah, right. Watch this. They eat a second one, and you're like, damn, man. And then sure enough, they get real quiet. And then sure enough, they start moving weird, and you're like, it's starting to kick in, isn't it? And now they're too deep in, and they're like,
I don't know what happened on that plane ride from Phoenix.
How did that get out?
It was Denver to Phoenix.
Oh no, because they had to land, didn't they?
It was Phoenix to LA. It was a West
No, I
Coast
thought they were
trip.
in Denver, or they've
Right.
been in Denver.
That's what I'm saying. I felt like they were in Denver, so it was. I was like, well, you're in Denver. Denver's opening up all those dispensaries, so you probably got some good quality gummies out there, and they popped it.
Don't be a
Sometimes-
hero.
And here's the thing about gummies.
They take their time.
But they taste good too. And you forget it's gummies, and you start thinking it's like gummy bears all of a sudden. And you might just start popping 1, 2, 3 that you and it's like, oh hey, and he's like, oh man, I forgot. And then boom, you get on the plane ride, and it's just nastiness.
I did that one time. So I was eating some chocolate bars, and I ate one chocolate bar, and I had another chocolate bar, and I was like, man, this isn't kicking in. And I looked at the clock, and it literally had been 4 minutes. I was like, okay, no. Still like the second chocolate bar, but I waited a little longer. That's all. Yeah. One of the other 8 players the Miami Heat chose to hold on to maybe a little too long, James Johnson, back in 2016 to
They both got
2020.
kicked up
Yep.
on that same plane ride.
James Johnson's solid player. I mean, I don't know. Do we hold on to him too long? Towards the end, he wasn't very effective, wasn't doing much. But yeah, he's on that 1-year prove-it deal. And the best, one of these guys, that 1-year contract year, balls out 13 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists per game, 48% shooting from the field. And you get paid a little bit, and $60 million 4-year, $60 million contract. Vlad, 4 years, $60 million for James Johnson?
Yeah, you go tell that man he's gonna get that money. He'll bust your ass, bro.
I'll bust your ass.
No, he'll beat you down real. Like James Johnson is notoriously known throughout the league as the toughest.
He's an MMA guy.
Yeah,
He's a tough
yeah.
guy.
They don't want no beef with him. They don't want no problems.
What about Tyler Johnson, 2014 to 2019?
Hey, man.
He had
Good for
2
him.
quality seasons with the Heat.
That's why he got paid.
Got that 4-year, $50 million offer. Brooklyn Nets, we decided why not? Oh, man. Yeah, but, and we're knocking, but all teams make these kinds of mistakes. Ooh, this is a little controversial. Duncan Robinson, 2018 to present, listed as one of the 8 players we held on
nasty
to
work
too long.
when you're present. That's nasty. It's true. All right. Well, is it really true? Because all of a sudden, not too long ago, people were speaking very highly of Duncan during the playoffs. So,
Yeah. That's
and he's still on the team for now.
Yeah. Now, when he got that bag, his numbers did do a little dip. I will give him credit for that. But, and now the last, but definitely not least, and I will disagree with this one till the day I die. And I think you agree with me, Vlad, that this is not holding on too long. Udonis Haslem, 2003 to 2023. I disagree with that. I don't think he held on to him too long at all.
This person doesn't know.
Ask John Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies what they could have done with a guy like Udonis Haslem on the end of the bench.
New Orleans Pelicans what
they could
Udonis Haslem could have done for that team.
Notice you don't have all that riffraff problems around here in Miami. I wonder why. It's not just the culture, it's the sheriff in town. Pay him.
That man told Jimmy, I'll beat your ass.
He told him in front of the whole world.
No, it wasn't in front of the whole world. It's just the camera just caught the interaction because they saw that something was going. But yeah,
this wasn't practice. This wasn't behind closed doors. This is out in front of everybody. Put your finger in your face. I'll beat your ass.
And as Jimmy was walking, like he was walking towards the court. You don't want no problems. You don't want no problems with UD40.
Look, for what he did and the culture he has, and like I said, I totally was almost, 75, 85%, we should keep UD. There's that slight little smidgen of me like, do we really need him? When John Morant got that one afternoon we were on, his second time with the gun, I said, you know what? Udonis Haslem, I hope he comes back next year. He can be on this team for as long as he wants to because he is the sheriff. You don't have none of those problems. Never. You think John would have had those problems? You think Zion would be having those problems if a guy like UD was sitting there at the end of the bench? No, indeed. This team knows falling in line. Pay that man. Get that man back. I'll take year 21. How about you, Vlad? You'll take year 21 from UD?
All right. If UD still wants to play, let him play.
That's what I'm talking about. Up next, though, we're going to get into a quick little nay or day here on 560 WQAM. Back with you on Sports Day 560 WQAIM. Have an instant classic going on at Wimbledon right now between Novak Djokovic and Carlos Alcaraz. In the fifth set, Alcaraz leads 4-3. Going to keep you posted on all that. Of course, Vlad is cheering for Novak Djokovic, and I am cheering for Carlos Alcaraz. Both guys did not shave this morning. That's kind of all I got right there. But they're playing.
Yeah, Alcaraz, he's a point away from taking a 5-3 lead.
Okay, there you go, man. Alcaraz has not blinked.
No,
I'll give him credit. I thought he was going to blink a little bit, but he has
No.
not yet.
No, he hasn't at all. I thought after that first set getting beat 6-1.
Whew. I was nervous, but no, we're okay. Right now, we're going to do a little bit of nay or day. Thumbs now with the nay, thumbs up with the day. Going to get things started with one Sabrina Ionescu. She was simply in fuego.
This is incredible. Sabrina Ionescu, you bet. The greatest performance we have ever seen in this contest, and it is not even close.
Ionescu, she hit 37 of 43 balls in the WNBA three-point competition. I think the next closest was like 34 by Steph Curry. So 37 of 43s. Vlad, you got to give that a day right there, right?
Absolutely. You know how I feel about Sabrina.
You love her, don't you?
I love her.
Sometimes when she acts manly, it freaks me out. Like she's like flexing, like
she's not acting manly. She's just being aggressive.
Yeah,
Don't
she's
say that.
aggressive, man.
Just say she's being
It
aggressive.
scares me sometimes, man.
We don't-
I'm scared she'll beat me up.
Nah.
She could definitely beat me up.
Sabrina's got the ultimate Mamba mentality.
She does, man. She is aggressive. I mean, there's times when she's cute and pretty, but then when she gets all aggressive, it kind of scares me a little bit. I don't know.
There's nothing wrong.
No, I'm just saying. I'm scared. Speaking of the ladies, yesterday at the Wimbledon Ladies Championship, it was one Marketa Vondrousova.
Who could have dreamt this? Marketa Vondrousova, Wimbledon champion. The long shot lefty is the last woman standing at Wimbledon.
Incredible. Oh my word. I'm speechless. I had Ons winning that match. Oh my word. This is the last surface Marketa thought she'd win a major on, that's for sure.
Why? She's allergic to grass? Allergic to grass? You're allergic to some grass?
She don't like the
Are you
grass.
smoking
Man.
some grass?
She don't like the grass. So is that? I'm kind of torn on this, Vlad. Are you a nay or day on this?
I don't really care.
Okay, I want to say nay because she beat Ons Jabeur. I really like Ons Jabeur. She's from Tunisia. She plays a little different. She's gotten to the finals of some like Wimbledon last year, and she's always come up short. She was the favorite. Marketa Vondrousova, she wasn't even ranked. So I'm nay on that part, but I am day on the part because Marketa Vondrousova, she's got all types of weird tattoos on her arm. It's not like a sleeve where, like there's a theme and there's colors and it's connected. It's just like random tattoos. Like she wakes up one day and is like, oh, I want to get a penguin tattooed right by my elbow. Gets it tattooed. Oh, I want to get a sun tattooed on my shoulder. So, like there's no theme. It's just rando bando tattoos on her arm. And I like that. She's kind of crazy. She's kind of cool. Also unranked, coming in there, whooping everybody. So I guess overall we'll go day, but I really feel bad for Ons Jabeur because she's worked so hard and she was crying. She couldn't stop crying. Kate Middleton went up and consoled her. It was just, man, feel bad.
Why? Because she lost?
Yeah.
You lost.
I know, but man, she worked so hard. She's got the continent of Africa on her shoulders. She's trying to carry the continent.
You lost.
She's got her husband. Listen to this. She's so thrifty.
Listen, don't tell me don't try to get me with the human interest story all right, because I'm still gonna tell you the same thing. Suck it up. It's all get ready for the US Open.
I see myself in Ons Jabeur. She had her husband traveling with her, throughout the year, and he was kind of just there. So she's like, no, I'm going to get you your masseuse degree, and you're going to be my personal masseuse, so I don't have to pay a masseuse. So she got her husband, not just to be her husband, but also be her masseuse. I wish I was my old lady's masseuse. Woo. You know what that means, Vlad?
What's that?
You know what that means.
Yeah. Happy ending?
No, well, maybe not so much in 9 months from now, but nonetheless, Dallas Mavericks, Indiana Pacers. They were playing in the Summer League. And you know what? The Mavericks, kind of like that Sublime song, Wrong Way.
Oh, they're going the wrong way. Wrong direction. That's going to be
Backboard violation is the whistle in front of us, and Jared Dudley said, well, hold on.
So now let me give you this background.
Just hold on.
Earlier this year, as the Mavs are taking the basketball, going the wrong direction, but the most confusing play of the season happened with the Dallas Mavericks, where they did not take the basketball out of bounds and did not defend their basket against the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, I remember that.
Vlad, nay or day on that?
Oh, it's day. God, how you gonna
You
mess
like
up? Yeah, how you gonna mess up and not know where you're going?
Dude, is that a Mavericks organizational thing? Like they just don't pay attention to who has the ball and what direction they're supposed to be going? So it happened against the Warriors, and then in Summer League, the guy just gets it. Everyone's defending the goal. He just takes it. Did he not notice there was nobody on the other side of the court? Like, if you're that guy, you're like, I'm going to get cut. I'm going to get caught. Oh, my goodness. That is a nay for me all the way. That is just absolute hot basura right there. Oh, last but not least, there has been an Aaron Judge sighting.
Earlier today, check this out, guys. Aaron Judge in the cage for the first time since running into that wall at Dodger Stadium. Also catching up with new hitting coach Sean Casey and running in the outfield. Certainly taking some steps in the right direction. Still no timetable.
All right, Vlad, tell me, nay or day on Aaron Judge getting in that batting cage? And
Nay.
Oh,
Unless he's playing, it doesn't matter.
oh,
He has to play, man.
You want him?
I need him back. Well, the team needs him back.
Oh man,
The offense is nothing without him.
That's what I was saying. I give him a day. Number one, whether you like the Yankees or not, he is an explosive player that is fun to watch. Seems to be a great guy. He makes the game better. He's fun. The Yankees really need him, but the Yankees being good is good for baseball. Also, I was excited to see him at least in the batting cages and moving around. You hate to see anybody injured, especially a marquee name like Aaron Judge. He really makes that offense go. He's the Luis Arias of the Yankees.
Well, don't do that. Don't do that.
I mean, they need him. They need his hitting.
Yes, but don't compare Luis Arias and Aaron Judge.
Why do you say that?
One's an MVP.
He's also the home run king of the American League.
Yes. Oh, we have championship point.
Uh-oh, Carlos Alcaraz about to end it right now. This is a big-time day for me. If it happens. Carlos Alcaraz, just finish him off. Finish him off.
Clearly, the crowd in Wimbledon are all for Carlos Alcaraz.
I would say probably 75% of the world is cheering for Carlos
That's messed
Alcaraz.
up, man. That's why I want Joker to win.
Like
why they hate
the outsider? Carlos Alcaraz, I'm trying to think if he, I think he's won one major before, and now I thought that was going to do it. That's gonna do it.
Yeah,
He's done
that did it. He
All
won.
right, let's see.
Yeah, he's the
Well,
man now.
he's definitely won one now, but I think he's won another one too.
No,
So
no. This is
this is first Grand Slam.
No, this is like beating one of those guys. You beat that guy.
No, no, he's won the U.S. Open,
Right,
and-
but he beat the Joker. Like, you've beaten Joker.
right.
He's the defending champion. He's one of the greats. He's one of the
Dude.
all-time GOATs, and you just beat him in a tournament he was defending, and many people probably had to win. Like, yeah, he's happy.
Dude,
I
to
mean,
say Wikipedia doesn't keep up, they already have him winning this Wimbledon 2023. It happened 3 seconds ago. Was someone like literally just sitting there on Wikipedia waiting to
Yeah.
hit send?
yeah, there was probably somebody waiting to hit send, but congratulations to the kid.
So he did win the U.S. Open in 2022, and he has now defeated Novak Djokovic for the 2023 Wimbledon title. Carlos Alcaraz, young man, he's only 20 years old, I want to say. They give me his age. I know he's 19, 20, something like that.
What year was he born?
I know he's 20. Yeah, he's 20 years old. I thought so. He's a very electric player. So congratulations to him. And that right there is an instant classic, by the way. Kate
Welcome.
Middleton looking hot. All right, we got you.
Welcome to the Carlos era.
I will tell you, man, those Royals, they married some hot women. Kate Middleton and the girl from Suits. I call her the girl from Suits.
What is her name? I forgot her name. What is she? I forgot.
I'm drawing a blank. I mean,
whatever.
I've watched the documentaries. I know everything.
Blue Bloods. Whatever.
I'm going to put Suits Girl. Well, it's got to pop up, right? Oh, no, a Suits TV show.
Anyway, congratulations to this guy, Carlos. He's won the Alcaraz.
Meghan Markle.
That's Eminem, Meghan Markle.
We
Look,
love
shout out to Carlos Alcaraz for winning this Wimbledon, man.
I really thought Novak Djokovic would pull out some old tricks and intimidate him, which is nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong.
He had a chance. He had a chance to break him, and he missed a clean forehand. Like he had the whole side, and he just overhit it and went out, and that was it.
I just really thought Djokovic would be a wily vet and kind of pull out some tricks, which is nothing wrong. You got to pull out everything in your bag.
No, but the kid is
tough, man.
No, the kid is really the one. Like he's really that guy.
Yeah, he's the heir apparent, as they say, to the
by the way,
Federers, to the Nadals, to the Novak Djokovic's.
No F1 this weekend.
I mean, Verstappen's taking a break.
I'm just saying because you haven't come. It's Sunday. It's Sunday afternoon, and you during the headlines, I haven't heard any F1 and Max Verstappen.
With no race being run, Verstappen did finish first, though. I mean, whatever.
Okay. All right.
But, I mean, yeah, I guess they give him a weekend off. I don't know. Cool. I would love to make that joke again. Not a joke, though.
By the way, your girlfriend's she doesn't love you.
Oh, my God. They're already down 3-0, aren't they? The Marlins are down 3-0. Is that what I saw already? Oh, my goodness. Me and my girlfriend, man, we are having some problems, man. I don't know if she loves me. 3-0 in the bottom of the first.
I think they changed pitches.
The bottom of the first.
Yes, they changed pitches.
My love life's falling apart, man.
That's nasty work.
My love life.
Who was the starting pitcher?
It don't matter no more. Actually, I can look it up.
Stephen O'Kurt. Jeez.
You got one third of an inning. There you go. 4 hits, 3 earned runs. And it was a 1-2-3 inning, by the way, in the top of the first. So there you go.
It wasn't even.
Here we go.
Skip wasn't having it. He's like, nah, forget it.
You know, you get into work.
18 pitches.
You know, you get into work on a Monday and you're at the coffee cool or the water cooler and people are like, man, you look down, everything okay? Like, had a bad weekend, man. Me and my girl just didn't go well. They're like, oh, poor
you don't
guy.
want to get swept coming off the All-Star break.
You want to have a little bit. You want to get that momentum going again.
I could have used your help as a Yankee fan to beat the Orioles.
I know.
And, now I'm starting to be upset with your girl.
See, everybody's mad at my girl right now. I'm upset with her too. Up next, going to get you caught up more of the headlines on 560 WQAM. Sunday Fun Day 560 WQAM. Dan Day with my cousin Vladimir Louison. I was just now looking at one of the betting lines on the over-unders on wins for NBA basketball teams. Denver is at the highest at 54.5. I saw the New Orleans Pelicans at 43.5. I have looked everywhere on DraftKings, and I cannot find what the Miami Heat are predicted to win.
You're not going to know what the Miami Heat
And I'll put it on the board. Is that what they're doing?
No, they're not until they know their full roster. They want to know what the Dame trade is complete. When the Dame trade is complete, then they'll have an over-under on their wins for the season.
But then they have their futures. They're at plus 900, which is third best.
What, out of the Eastern Conference or just
out of all the NBA?
That's with Dame.
That's got to be.
Yeah.
Although they did get to the finals last year without him.
The Jets were moved to like 8th before the Aaron Rodgers trade was even like seriously talked about. When the little breadcrumbs were being said that Aaron Rodgers wanted to go to New York, all of a sudden their odds went from, I don't know what it was like they were like 16th or 17th, and all of a sudden they were like the 9th best odds to win the Super Bowls. And then after the trade happened, it moved up to 6. Now they're at 7. So the sports books is waiting for the trade to officially happen. And once it happens, then they'll have the win total.
Right,
but I always say, remember, they're the smartest men in the world. So if they already have Miami at what, plus 900, I believe. They're the third favorite out of all the teams in the NBA.
Actually, I looked at it incorrectly. The DraftKings has got some funky stuff going on. They're actually fifth favorite.
Okay, that's what I was to say. They're the fifth because 3 of the favorites are from the East. It's Boston, Milwaukee. Denver is obviously the number 1 team. Then Phoenix, then Boston, Milwaukee, and then the Heat would be 5th.
Well, it goes Denver, Boston, Phoenix, Milwaukee, Heat. Then the Lakers right after them.
Wow.
So in the conference, they still have Boston plus 215, Milwaukee plus 320, the Heat plus 400.
That's great money.
I know. I kind of like that 400 right there. Spend 100, get 400. But this is for the regular season now. For the regular season.
I will say this, Heat fans. And I
want this wins and losses.
And even though we don't support each other, I mean, you're not my team. But I will say this. I'm not liking what I'm hearing. Not liking how everybody's starting to take away the fact that what they did in the postseason. Because now I'm hearing things like, oh, well, Giannis was hurt and stuff like that. Yeah, we knew Giannis was hurt in the playoffs. But even when he came back, the way that they played, Miami still was going to win that series. So I don't want to start hearing. They weren't saying that in late April. They didn't say that in May. They didn't say that in June. Why in mid-July I'm starting to hear when they're trying to take a shot at the Heat organization? And this is where I will support you guys now. This is where I will support you guys. Now, the win against Milwaukee didn't mean anything.
No, I mean,
Giannis was hurt and Middleton was coming back from it. Hey, guess what? Everybody's banged up at the same time. They lost. Just admit that. Move on. If you think this upcoming season that Milwaukee will be better than Miami, just say that. But you don't have to. Don't take away from what they accomplished.
I hate that, Vlad. You know I hate that. People always say these things. Well, if Giannis wouldn't got hurt in the first game, well, guess what? He did. That's sports right there. One time I was talking to a Florida Gators fan, and they're like, well, if we didn't miss 4 field goals, we would have beaten LSU. I go, but you missed 4 field goals. That's part of the game. Well, no, we really didn't lose to you. Yes, you did. You can't pick and choose your spots. Giannis got hurt. That's part of the game. You cannot diminish that the Heat went in there and put it on you 4-1. And Giannis did come back for some of those games, by the way. Can't go in and say, well, if the Celtics wouldn't have gotten down 3-0, they would have come back and they would have won that series easy. Well, guess what? They did get down 3-0 in the series. They didn't have enough in a game 7. That's part of the game. Why do people play that? Why? I don't
know.
understand.
We got breaking news.
Okay, what's going on? Like, I don't even make excuses. Break the news. I'm getting on my soapbox.
Reported by Diana Rossini and confirmed by our boy Trevor.
Are we worrying about this?
I mean, look, D-Hop,
true.
DeAndre Hopkins going to Tennessee.
There you go.
You know what I mean? That's what does that do for that? Does that shore up that Tennessee offense?
I'll worry about that if we play them later this year.
You do play them this year, don't
you?
you?
Worry about that then. I like DeAndre Hopkins. I love him. I like his story too, man. He's a good son. He's a good person, it seems like, for the most part. But yeah, okay. DeAndre Hopkins to the Titans. Watch out. Vlad, I do want to ask you.
I think that's a good signing for Tennessee.
It's a great signing for Tennessee. I loved it.
I do believe that. Yeah, don't you guys play on Monday night?
I mean, I could pull the Dolphins schedule real quick and see. I got to see what games I'm going to too. Let's see. Where do we play the Titans? Yeah, there we go. December 11th, 8:15. Yep.
Here, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
We'll worry about that.
D-Hop versus Ramsey. D-Hop versus X. That's going to be a good. Yeah, that's a good matchup.
I say bring it.
Nice. Tannehill returns to Miami.
Bring it.
It's going to be a little juice for that Monday night.
I'm ready for that Monday night game. I'm not worried at all. I'm ready to go. You know where your Knicks fall on the over-under on DraftKings for games won this coming season?
What, 45.5?
Ah, you're right. Your team and my team are right there next to each other. 43.5.
Oh, wow.
So the Pelicans and the Knicks, supposedly equally as good.
Definitely taking the over on the Knicks.
Take the over? Okay. I can't believe the Heat are off the board. They really are that worried about the Dame Lillard trade.
He's not worried. You don't know who's else is being moved and what are they're getting back as well.
Vegas is so smart.
Yeah.
God, wish they weren't so smart. Wish I could win money off of them easy. You know, you always got that chump in your family that'll take any type of stupid bet, but doesn't want to seem like an idiot. Like, I bet you Orlando going to come in there and whoop the Heat. Like, okay. At the end of the season, Orlando's going to have a better record than the Heat. Okay. How much you want to bet? And you kind of bait them too. Like, well, I mean, they do have some guys they have some dogs on that team, and the Heat, they can't stay healthy. Okay. Take that bet. Take that bet. Interesting stuff. All right, so DeAndre Hopkins, he will be coming to Miami, not as a player, or at least not as a Dolphins player, but he will be coming as a Tennessee Titan on a Monday night in December. It's going to be fun.
It's still Jacksonville's division still.
Yeah, I'm going to be interested to see what Trevor Lawrence does this season. If he continues to progress and step up, or if he kind of, he's more on the radar. Teams kind of start, not overlooking him as much. But I think he's got the skill. It's going to be interesting to see, though.
It's almost we're almost about that time right now where training camp's going to open and we're going to start seeing our teams ready to take that next step, because like that AFC South is Jacksonville after Jacksonville came back and won, but Tennessee's usually been the best team in that division. I want to see what Anthony Richardson's going to do with the Colts. And Bryce, and CJ Stroud in Houston.
Man, you're sleeping very uneasy if you're a Colts fan, because you could be on the verge of something absolutely fantastic with Anthony Richardson, or you could be, oh man, got to get some things together. He's got a high ceiling, but also a low basement. But you know what? Fortune favors the bold. You got to throw it out there. I wasn't overly impressed with him at what I saw at Florida, but obviously, some scouts saw some things that they liked. You think he's going to be good? I don't know. Time will tell.
Yeah, he's raw, bros.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Like
that's what I say. You don't sleep easy if you're a Colts fan. Do not sleep easy. But that's why you take those risks. What happens if it pays off? Big time. You got yourself a generational quarterback. Speaking of generational, we got a generational receiver here in Miami. His name's Tyreek Hill. He says he's going to have a generational season, going to be the first ever in the NFL to catch over 2,000 yards in a season, and he closed it with "believe that."
You know what's funny about that statement that he made, and we talked about it. I don't think it's going to happen, because I mean, even though he was on pace, a texter earlier did say he was on pace to of doing that before Tua got hurt, and That's a key. If Tua stays healthy, then there's a good possibility that he may achieve that goal. But because, like I said, Coach McDaniel wants to run the ball more. I don't think that's going to happen. But could you imagine that I would say the two receivers that have the best chance of getting 2,000 yards would be Tyreek Hill and Justin Jefferson.
Oh,
Of the
yeah.
Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson's.
And their quarterbacks would be, and this is no shot at Tua. This is what, year 4 for Tua?
Right.
But Kirk Cousins is Kirk Cousins. But usually remember when Moss scored all those touchdowns? Brady also went crazy that year as well. So you had like a great quarterback. Think about it. If Tyreek Hill gets 2,000 yards, you're going to have to put a lot of respect on Tua's name.
Absolutely.
And Kirk Cousins' name if Justin Jefferson does that as well.
Yeah. I 100%.
But nobody would. Nobody will.
Especially Kirk Cousins. I don't know why Kirk Cousins gets so much shrapnel, man.
He's not good, bro.
He's good.
He's not good in big games.
He's good. Yeah, right. On national televised games.
If it's 4 o'clock.
If you're the only team on, he's terrible.
1 p.m.
I saw Dallas run his ass over.
9:30 in the morning, 1 p.m. He's great.
They got the Saints though, man.
4 p.m., 8 p.m.
early as hell for that England game.
Can't play in night games, man.
That's tough. Yeah, that's the knock on Kirk Cousins because he's a good quarterback. I mean, but when the lights are bright, he shrinks away. Buffalo Bills. He should play for the Bills. That'd be a match made in heaven.
No.
The Bills just shrink away when it's a big game. They just
no. You shouldn't have. Wow, look at that. Talking heavy. You
talking facts.
You talking heavy.
Marlins are down 3-0 to the Baltimore Orioles in the top of the third. Oh goodness, we'll see how that
What's
goes.
wrong with you, girl, bro? Why she hasn't been acting right since she returned from the All-Star break.
We came back.
What happened in Seattle?
We came back from vacation, and I don't know, man. It hadn't been the same, man. I don't know what happened on vacation, but we got to get back in our groove. I'm gonna get drunk tonight. Just figure it out after that. Inter Miami. Speaking of another one of mine that's not doing me right. They got scorched 3-0 last night by St. Louis. Although the team did sign Lionel Messi, and today at 6 o'clock, Drive Pink Stadium is an official welcoming party. Tickets are $30. General admission. If you have season tickets, you get in for free. He signed through 2025. Compensation package worth between $130 and $150 million. Like it. Excited. Friday. Cruz Azul coming to town. Gonna have the game right here on 560 WQAM. Who knows? Vlad and I might be there. Maybe we won't. We'll see.
To be determined.
To be determined. Solana just texted me, are you going to the Messi thing tonight? And the answer is no.
Why would I pay $30 to go see
Well, even if it were, I did think about being credentialed, but I have some other work to do. But then I started thinking, like, do I really need to run on out to Dry Pink Stadium for a pep rally? Like, I don't know.
No.
Okay, I need an official word from you, Vlad. No, that's enough. Enough's enough. We're working all day. We're busy.
Might be heading to Exotic. All right. Poll. What's pause? What should Vlad go to? Last day of Exotica or the Messi introduction?
I did some pull-ups yesterday, so I'm out, bro. That was too much for me.
Yeah, your body hurts, huh?
A little bit. My back. You realize what muscles you use when you do pull-ups. Like you think it's just your arms. No, it's your back. It's your ribs. My legs were even hurt. I thought I was doing a lot of kicking towards the end of it. So maybe that's where it all came in. Check it all out. Social media, 560 WQAM, at Vlad2078, and at Dan Day Radio. ESPN predicting that the Hurricane safety Cam Kinchins will be a first-round pick next year. The U open their season September 1st against Miami of Ohio. Summer League tonight. Miami Heat, Portland Trailblazers. 8 o'clock tip in Las Vegas. Dame Lillard, he's still a member of the Portland Trailblazers. He celebrated his 33rd birthday yesterday, and Portland fans, as we read earlier, nice, but not all that nice to him. He's kind of starting to lose his favor with those guys and gals out there in Portland.
So our boy Chapo, man, I love for Chapo, said that Dame dropped a track.
Oh, yeah.
The Way It Goes is a new track, and it's full of subliminal delights.
I mean, all he has to do is step into the lab every once in a while.
This is are
you gonna give me a transcript of it?
No, I'm not. This is a little, little snippet of it.
Do we know that it's clean?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
That's just the way it goes. God's biggest test always has for his greatest soldiers. They told me kick rocks. I had to go and make a sculpture. They tried to play me to the left, and I played it kosher. Okay. I see what he's saying there. You want me to break it down for you?
I was kind of reading something, so you're gonna have to break it down for me.
All right. That's just the way it goes. Basically, that's just the way it goes.
I got that.
God's biggest test awaits for his greatest soldiers. So,
Okay.
like this is a test for him right now.
Going through a hard
They
time.
told me kick rocks. I had to
Ooh.
go and make a sculpture.
Oh, where's the sculpture part? I know. Did Portland tell him to kick rocks?
Well, I mean, that's what the fan base are saying right now.
Oh, okay. So he's taking a shot at the fan base. He's not
Well,
taking
he's taking a shot at Portland. They told
He's
me to kick rocks. I had to go.
Portland
I
didn't
had
tell him
to
to kick
go.
rocks.
He said they told me to kick rocks. So I think what's happening is he's letting you know what happened in that meeting.
That's what you're supposed to do.
In that meeting, he's letting you know what then that personal, like that meeting that they had, they told me to kick rocks. So they told him to go. I had to go and make a sculpture. So he's gonna a sculpture, I guess, championship, go to Miami and fulfill his legacy. They tried to play me to the left, and I played it kosher.
Okay. Got to be careful saying that stuff down
right,
here.
Right. It's not.
We know our guy.
It's not. It's
Myers Leonard would tell you, be careful, buddy.
No. It's not in any derogatory
No,
term or
it's
anything
not.
like that. He's just saying that when he means he played it kosher, means
he played it clean.
He played it clean. He played it correct, and he stood tall.
This is what I respect. Look, if you want to say what you want to say, don't come out and say it straight up in a nasty way. You put it in a song. That's acceptable. That's how you do things, Vlad. That's how we settle things in this world. You either battle dance, battle rap. What else? What are some other acceptable ways?
What do you mean battle dance? Battle rap, yes. I'm not batting. I mean, good. Listen,
you pull the Jabberwockies up,
talent,
and you start throwing
I give
it down.
them credit for the talent they have, but I'm not. Who wants to battle dance anybody?
I love battle dances.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't do it. Look at me. Come on, Vlad. You never catch me.
I know, right? What is this? Step up? I know.
You rarely catch me dancing. No, I'll show you all my dance moves. This is the extent of my dance moves. I'm not doing karate. I'm not gonna embarrass myself. You might catch me at the club or, maybe half drunk doing something. This is me. Hey, man, you want to go on the dance floor? I'll be there in a second, man.
Listen, man.
And if I kind of really want to get crazy, I'll do one of these.
Oh, my God.
Kind of walk around, nod my head. That's it. That's all you're getting from me.
You are a rhythmless nation.
I got plenty of rhythm, but I ain't going to go.
What are you doing, bro?
Just going down, man, getting with the beat.
Yeah, you going down.
And then,
right.
like if they got a rap, like, some Biggie comes up and you're like, BIGPOPPA, no info. What's up?
All right. All right. Stop.
Mattel, am I sewing in the basement?
Stop. We're talking about Dame. All right.
Oh,
I don't want to see.
We're talking about rap.
I don't want to hear. Yeah, let's talk about Dame's rap. I don't want to.
I don't know any words.
I don't want to hear you dance, and I don't. No, we're not having.
I wasn't dancing. I was nodding to the beat.
Dude, that looked like. Yeah, he looked like a chicken.
No, don't do that. Don't take a cheap shot when you.
When you were moving, you look like a chicken pecker. Yes, like chicken pecker. That feed move.
That's what I'm saying. I can't dance on cue. The rhythm just has to get me.
You can't dance on cue. What do you mean?
That's like, Vlad, be funny right now. Go. It's hard to do that, but when I'm just feeling the beat,
see how
I'm
funny
like,
that was?
I got Rihanna in my head now. I want you to love me.
I like the fact that Dame put in them bars right now.
I like it.
I like it.
Yeah.
And that's basically he's letting you know his side of the story.
Yeah.
He's not. That's where he's controlling his
spilling
narrative.
the tea.
Right.
He's spilling the tea.
But he's doing it.
He's doing it the right way.
But he's doing it the right way. He's not. He's not going on his social media handle and like wiping off Blazers. No longer Blazers guard or anything like that. He's just basically saying, "Hey,
that's an acceptable way.
I've kept it. I've remained the same. I've been loyal. They told me to go,
so I had to go.
So
and they tried to play me a certain way, but I played it right.
I played it right. I like it, Dame.
I like it. That's why I'm so happy that he'll be with the Heat sooner or later. It'll be great.
Yeah, well, there's going to be GM Cronin might have a response track to that.
That's true. Oh, no, GM Cronin, do not come back with a battle rap. I look. I don't know you personally.
You don't have to come back with any
at
bars.
You, and your bars are probably gonna be.
You don't gotta come back with bars. You don't gotta come back with none of the bars.
Do what you do. Stay in your lane.
Cronin could be like Smack White right now. Like, what you know what I'm saying? Like,
Stay in your lane.
You know what I mean? He's just gonna be like, hey. I'm gonna you could diss me all you want. You could spit all the bars you want until I get a proper deal that I've seen fair for the organization. I'm not doing anything.
I am. Yep. Carlos Alcaraz, he defeated Novak Djokovic at the Wimbledon final earlier today. It was in 5 sets.
Oh, what an emotional post match.
Oh,
Djokovic, Joker cried.
oh, that's cool.
Alcaraz cried. Yeah, it was good. But Joker, I give him tremendous
much
respect
props.
because he was very, very, very nice. After the match, he gave so much props to Carlos and his team, and you know, he was sad that he lost, but it was no sore loser. It was like, damn, all right, bro. Because when you play a classic like that,
Right.
and they played a classic, they had a classic match. You there's a lot of respect that you have for your opponent, and if that man was the better man that day, tip your hat to him.
I have every reason to believe, despite what you may think or not think of Novak Djokovic, he seems to be an all right guy. Like, he doesn't do a lot of things, personally bad to people and do that. And he gives people their flowers when they're good and stuff like that. So he's talking about drinking beer with Nikola Jokic and stuff like that. So I think as a person, he's probably a good guy. Now, with the rest of the stuff, I don't want to get into that. That's for you to decide. I know people are posting nasty stuff online about him right now. Look, the man just lost Wimbledon. He'll be all right. Nonetheless, let's be all right and take a step into the day spa. Oh, a 21-year-old took a DNA test and found out not only that his dad is not his dad, furthermore, he was conceived on a one-night stand.
All right, hold on. Finding out that your dad is not your dad.
That hurts.
Okay, that hurts. But how did he find? Well, so what? They just told him. Well,
they had to eventually come clean.
All right. So why is he offended that it was a one-night stand?
He's not. He just further found out that it was a one-night stand. Like his mom and his dad.
But I'm just saying, why did that piece of information
hurts?
needed to become on?
Yeah,
it's already hurting the fact that the person that you thought was your father is not your father. You didn't have to add the little Epsom salt to the wound by saying, "Hey," and also you were conceived on a one-night stand. So basically, what she said, she don't know who the father is.
Basically, yeah. So basically,
why don't you just say, I don't know who your father was?
Yeah. Or just say, mom and dad were going through some things. We were on a
Not
break.
Not even.
Well, this kid wants the truth. He's going to get DNA tests. That's why you don't do that nonsense.
Because when you said me and dad weren't, cool, then she would have known who she cheated on the dad with.
No, they were on a break. So
that's what she would have known who
she lived that dream.
She would have known who the break was. Come on, bro.
She might have had that spring break for that 2-3 weeks.
No, this is when she was outside.
I don't need a DNA test. Another thing I don't need is one of those things that tells you what your heritage is, Vlad. I don't need that. I know what I am. I'm half Cajun, half Irish. That's all I need. I don't need your 1/4 Finnish and 1/4 this and this. And you've got 0.007% of this. I'm like, no. I'm cool with not knowing the 0.003%. Cajun.
I feel bad
Irish.
for the man. Yo, hey man, prayers. I don't want to say prayers, but respect to that man. I messed up. 21-year-old kid finding out the man that he thought was his father is not his father, and he was a one-night stand in a bathroom stall. That's nasty work, bro. It's nasty work.
Speaking of, that family spilled the tea. We're going to do a little quick spill the tea next, Vlad. You already know I spent $30 on breakfast this morning. I'm not happy about that. I'm not spending $30 to go see Messi now. I'm already 30 in the hole. So we're going to spill a little bit of the tea next. Dame Lillard spilled the tea earlier. Might go through that song again. That's here on 560 WQAM. Marlins still down 3-0 to the Baltimore Orioles in the fourth inning. My man, Brian De La Cruz is at bat. He's batting 275, so let's keep it going. Let's get back in this game, Marlins. Maybe eke out a win against the Orioles, make me feel good.
Our boy's 0 for 2 today.
No, I saw he was 0 for 1 in the first inning.
Yeah.
Luis Arias.
Yes, he's batting 383 now.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll be all right. He was 4 for 5 yesterday, so we're feeling good. Real quick, want to do a little spill the tea. We know that Damian Lillard kind of spilled the tea on what that meeting was all about. Kind of sounds like Portland told him he had to get moving, and he said, okay, I'll request a trade formally and let everybody know that I'm getting on out of here. He said they tried to play me left, but I played it kosher. So he says he played it clean. Everything is good on his end. Portland, they're going to have to deal with the ramifications. That would make sense why he's kind of hog tying him by saying, I only want to go play for the Heat. I'm only going to go to the Heat because maybe they did him a little wrong. Now he's like, okay, if that's going to be the way you're going to play this game, I'm going to say, hey, I want to go to the Heat. Make it happen. Could be. I like it. I believe him.
I like it.
I believe him. I don't think he's going to come out on a rap and falsely, say anything.
Nah. There's one thing about
you lose cred.
Yeah, there's one thing about Dame. He's a man of his word. So he probably told Portland what was up. 13 years. How long? Almost 13 years, right? He's been with the team. 12 years. He's been.
This will be his 12th year.
Yeah, 12 years. So 11 years he's been loyal to the Blazers. He told them on many occasions he wants to remain there. He wants to win, but it was their job of trying to put the players around him to win. And we talked about this earlier. Portland is one of those cities. Great city. We both enjoyed it.
Whew. Dante's, man. Dante's.
We've both been there, and I like the city, but it's not a attraction for superstars or for stars players.
True.
It's not an attraction. And if you look at most, like we were going through the history of the Heat, other than Bron and Bosch through the Olympics, they signed, but then they got traded for.
It was a sign and trade.
So it was a sign and trade. So everything has been trade.
Jimmy Butler was a trade.
Even Kevin Durant to Golden State, trade. Everything's a sign and trade. So once a player says that they want to go somewhere, they're going to go to their destination most of the time. But most deals, you got to draft a player in a small market and hope that player plays well and loves that market and loves the franchise, that they stay for that second big contract, and then hopefully you put some rings around. Hopefully you're able to get some rings. Hopefully you were able to get Larry O'Brien trophies, and the man stays and is loyal for his whole career. But it's not happening right now in the NBA. It stopped happening. So therefore, we reached the point right now when management are gonna try to stand on their point, and the player is gonna stand on his point. Player and the agent, because Aaron Goodwin, right? Is that I think Dame's agent?
Mm-hmm.
Dame's agent going to every team and telling every team that he's only going to Miami. Pretty much neutralize whatever Portland wanted. Yep. So Portland's basically, I really think they're just playing a waiting game right now.
Yep.
And they
no
know
advantage to trade him right now.
Yeah. But there's no rush there's no rush to trade him as well.
We just as fans are nervous because we want to know, a bird in the hand's worth two in the bush.
As fans, you just want this to happen, just to
get
this over with.
Yeah, man, and know what I have.
Right.
Just gotta stay confident. Be patient. Gotta stay confident. Gotta stay sure. Just rest assured it's gonna get done. It's just not on your time. It's on, their time. It's on NBA trade time. So we'll figure it all out. No worries, Dame dropping it, man. I don't know. I think I'm not mad at Dame. Not mad at the Portland Trailblazers. I think it's just one of those things. It's like any relationship. It's run its course. That's basically how I look at it. It's run its course. Now we're just going to figure out what's best for both of us and how to get it done. And they will. It's just depending on the matter of time. Tonight, you do get the Heat and the Blazers playing in Summer League. That is going to be at 8 o'clock. Jaime Jaquez Jr. not going to be playing. Probably not going to get any Scoot Henderson. And we already know Nicole.
Oh, you're not getting no Scoot.
Scoot's done.
Scoot's been done. Scoot was done after the first game.
Played that one game, hurt his shoulder.
That was it. But it was enough for everybody to realize, yeah, he's next. They gotta let that Dame go. They don't have to get rid of Dame, but they have to let Dame go.
Might as well get something for it. That's the way to do it right there. It's a big contract too, but I would love to get him over here with the Heat. And everybody says, oh, we're going to be gutted. We're not going to have anything. We'll be all right. They'll find a way to get some veteran minimums and have some rookies and young guys step up. And you still got Jimmy, you still got Bam, and whoever else might be left out of the trade. The Heat are going to be fine. They're not going to be totally gutted. And some people are saying, without Gabe Vincent and Max Strus, you guys are in trouble. No, we're not. We're not in that much.
This is what's funny. This is why I get Heat fans. This is where I could come on. I could be on your side on this. All of a sudden, without Gabe Vincent and Max Strus, the Heat's roster has been bolstered down. Like it's all of a sudden they're not the same team anymore, because not too long ago, when those guys were on the team and they were winning, they were getting this, like, oh, the Heat are winning with a bunch of nobodies. And then now all of a sudden these nobodies are. I think Kendrick Perkins said the craziest thing when he said that Gabe Vincent was the second best player on the Heat playoff on the Heat team during the playoff run.
Caleb Martin might have something to say about that.
I don't know.
Bam Adebayo.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't know why was it because Gabe Vincent went to the Los Angeles Lakers. Because all of a sudden, when you go to a team like that, that's going to be talked about so much. All of a sudden, your worth
that much more
is much more. But nobody's going crazy in Cleveland saying, "Oh, Max Strus is there. Oh, we finally got the 3-and-D guy that we needed during the playoffs."
He and Spider,
him and Spider. Nobody said that, but all of a sudden, Gabe Vincent. But when they want to take a shot at the Heat, Max Strus and Gabe Vincent are very important, and nobody was giving them credit when they were winning. And this is why.
Nick T brings up the good point that I wanted to bring up. Josh Richardson, we have him. That's enough. Remember how mad I was at first that we got Josh Richardson, and then I started comparing his regular season numbers to Gabe Vincent, and Josh Richardson in a limited role in both San Antonio and New Orleans last year actually had better numbers than Gabe Vincent. Now, Gabe Vincent had the playoffs, but I remember I walked myself down being like, wow, okay, I'm not that upset now that Gabe Vincent went away, and now we got Josh Richardson. And Josh Richardson knows the system. He says he's happy to be back. He won't take it for granted. I expect him to just dive right back into Heat culture and make a big difference.
And if you said you were bringing up last hour, we were talking about some of the worst contract extensions that the Heat gave players. And if you see that guys want to go back, players like Deion Waiters want to return back to Miami.
Yep.
So why not get guys who already know the culture, who you've seen had some good results in the culture?
Also,
you could bring them back, and then along with Highsmith,
right? And also, when
and
I
then
say
the rookie Jaime,
there's no promise that Max Strus and Gabe Vincent are going to be any better next year if they would have been brought back with the Heat. There's no problem. There's no promise of anything. But yeah, I mean, they got to go. They got to do what's best for them, and the Heat hopefully are doing what's best for the Miami Heat. So. Other than that, I was going to spill the tea on how mad I am about this $30 vegan breakfast I bought.
Go ahead, man.
I was going to take a shot at Meghan Trainor, how I don't really like her that much.
Why don't you like her?
I was going to say I don't really need to see this new Barbie movie.
But why? Were you going to go see the Barbie movie?
No, I'm just saying I don't need to. Like, for free, I won't even see it. I don't need it that bad.
You wouldn't want to go see?
I don't.
It is. What's her name?
I know. It's a good looking cast, but I don't need to see a movie about Barbie. And I know it's got some twists and turns and everything like that.
Margot Robbie?
Margot Robbie's cool. She cool.
Ryan Gosling?
Ryan Gosling, he's a cool dude, man. Drive, what a movie. Good looking guy. Really cool. But no. Yeah, I mean, do I need to expel all my energy talking about Barbie and Meghan Trainor, or should I just leave that for another day? I've already expelled enough energy about how I spent $30 on a vegan.
What's your beef with Meghan Trainor, man?
It's just and
be very careful. No,
it's real simple, and it's not anything. She tries to act like she's this not hot woman, but she really secretly thinks she's hot. And I don't like that. If you think you're hot, let us know you're hot. But don't act like, oh, I'm not hot. I'm not hot. But I'm sorry. I was dancing right there. That's not good. She acts like she's not hot, but she thinks she is hot. That's what I don't like about her.
So you hate the fact.
Look, if you hot, you hot. If you not, you not. You know the song.
Okay. All right, Hope. If so, you hate the fact
She's fronting.
so you think she's fronting.
Yep.
You think she wants everybody to go crazy for her because of her beauty, but she's saying she doesn't want them to go
Right.
to acknowledge her only just for her beauty.
No. She wants to be like, nobody thinks I'm pretty. I'm just different. But then deep down inside, she's like, I know I'm hot. I know people like me and stuff like that.
So she
I think she's fake. That's all.
You think she's fake. So you saying that she thinks people think she's acting like people think she's not hot, but deep down inside she knows she's hot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's
All right.
complicated.
You're a complicated person.
I am a
bro.
complicated person. But if you think you're hot, that's okay. But don't go around trying to be the anti-hot woman, but then do all these things that show that you think you're hot.
Like, what is she showing? What's she doing?
Dancing and the way she's singing.
What do you mean
And
dancing?
She
you
said
sound
some things,
crazy
man.
right now.
The way she dances,
You sound wild right now.
That's why I didn't want to get into this. It's too complicated. She got that new song about like
You like her. Why don't you just say you like her? You like her.
I do not like Meghan Trainor.
Nah, I think you do like her. That's why I think you're insulting her like that.
I ain't fronting. I don't like Meghan Trainor.
I think you do.
She got that new song, I am your mama. Please listen to me. It's like,
I think you
she
like
rubs
her.
me the wrong way.
I think you don't want to like
That ain't
her,
my
but
type.
you like her.
That ain't my type.
I know. That's why you like her, because she's not your type. She's different. That's why you're going in on that.
No,
because you absolutely making no sense right now. But why you don't like her?
Aubrey Plaza. Aubrey Plaza, fantastic because she's true to herself. She's not putting on an act of being this like dry kind of like kind of sarcastic. That's who she really is. Meghan Trainor's trying to be like Aubrey Plaza, but then she's not really like that on the inside. She really does think she's like the baddest one of the bunch.
And
she's
you know,
not.
and you
she's
know
not.
this from how she told you this?
No, just the way she acts.
Oh my god.
What else do I need to spill the tea on? I really don't have very much else to spill the tea on. Other than the twerk contest at Exotic was a little too long. A little too long the other day. Other than that, that's fine. I mean,
Well,
but the more the merrier.
There were a lot of contestants on that stage.
There were a lot of contestants.
There were a lot of contestants on that.
There were a lot. They had like 30 women, man. And I know the more twerk, the better. It's getting late. I don't know, Vlad.
All right, you have anything else you want to spill the tea?
No, man. I kind of did more than I really needed to do today. That's all. Maybe I could have gotten 10 pull-ups in yesterday. Maybe I couldn't have. I don't know. 9. I was burning, bro. I was burning.
Did you pass out?
No. I was down for a count for a little bit.
Did you lay down?
Yeah. Luckily, I had some fluids to help rehydrate me, and I got back in the game real quick. But like, I thought I was gonna wake up sore today. I didn't wake up sore. That was fun.
Oh, you don't wait. It's the next day, not the first.
Oh, it's
day.
tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be tough. All right, let's get into something or nothing next year, Vlad. It's 560 WQAM. Time to do a little something or nothing here on Sports Day on a Sunday, 560 WQAM. Vlad, I'm going to ask you if it's something or nothing, and you are going to make the definitive decision. Jacksonville Jaguars, they have franchised tight end Evan Ingram, but no longer. They said, let's get rid of that franchise tag. Let's give you a 3-year, $41.25 million contract with $24 million guaranteed. Is that something or nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing right there. It's a tight end, I mean, Ingram, good guy, but yeah, I mean, get your money. That's the main way we do things. There you go. Tennessee Volunteers, they must vacate all 11 wins from their 2019-2020 season due to recruiting violations. Is that something or nothing?
No.
Once again, not doing it for you. Not doing it for you. No. You're not a big Vols fan?
I'm not a big Vols fan. It's not shocking that some violation happened with a college football program.
Yeah,
so
I know in
like,
the SEC especially, where it's
you're right, and it's not like it's affecting them now. They have a good team. Like their program's better now.
Yeah,
they upset Alabama last year. The quarterback, I believe, was drafted by Minnesota. I think Henderson.
They had that Jalen Hylett guy.
I think he went to. He went to the Giants, if I'm not mistaken.
Great receiver.
But yeah, Tennessee's got they got a nice program.
Does it really hurt you if your team has to vacate wins in the past? I mean, you still got the high of the win.
I believe it does if you're like the team, like programs like Michigan, Notre Dame, when you're the old school and you're basically top 3 of wins, most wins in.
Oh, okay.
So but like if you lost 10-15, that sucked because now it's going to be kind of hard for you to make that up. You're going to have to hope for those teams to go bad for a good stretch. And that usually doesn't happen with those programs. So
as a fan, like, man, I hope LSU never has to do this, but let's just say like from 2 years ago, it wasn't a national championship season. You won like 9-10 games. They make you vacate those wins. Not really all that hurt. I'm like, I remember the wins and felt good for the wins. Now that you retroactively tell me their losses, it doesn't tear me down.
Hey, bro, you can take the wins. You could take it off the record, but you're not gonna take it out of my mind.
Right.
You're not gonna like if Tennessee had beaten Alabama. I know they beat them last season, but say that they beat them the years that they taken the games away, and it was an exciting win, another exciting game. You're not gonna tell me that I didn't witness that game. It's like you telling me, Reggie Bush is not the Heisman Trophy.
No, he is the trophy winner.
I saw him that year. I saw that TV. I watched TV. I saw ESPN that Saturday night in December. I saw when he was holding the trophy. You might take it back now, but it's after the fact.
Yeah, it's already happened. Harry Maguire, he's been stripped of his Man U captaincy. He's had some rough years over the past 2 years. No longer the captain at Manchester United. Is that something or nothing?
Something.
That's a big deal right there.
You're gonna that's nasty work, man. You were the captain, now somebody else is gonna tell you what to do now.
Like, me and the coach talked about it, man. They said, no,
I think you might want to be traded.
Business, man. That's business.
Might be time to move him, transfer him.
Who's your team in Premier League?
Man U.
Oh, it's Man U?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Chelsea still, man. Although Christian Pulisic's with AC Milan now, but still, man, I'm still a Chelsea guy. Still representing. Okay. Thought I had something else there. Like somebody got on me the other day about Chelsea, or I don't remember, but no, that's me. Okay. Eminem joined Ed Sheeran on stage for a rendition of Lose Yourself in Detroit over the weekend. Is that something or nothing?
I guess if I was in Detroit, that would have been something.
That would have been something.
But that's good. I guess it's a good cosign for Ed Sheeran that Eminem respects his talent in the music, that he would allow him to share the stage while doing that classic song.
I ain't gonna lie, I like Ed Sheeran.
I got no beef with him. He's cool.
I think he's good.
That's good music.
My bad habits lead to late night spinning.
We didn't say Dan Sheeran. All right, we didn't say Dan Sheeran. It's Ed.
I forgot about that. Okay, cool. Lisa Marie Presley's cause of death has been relayed by the Los Angeles coroner. It was complications of a small bowel obstruction. Is that something or nothing?
Yeah, it's something. Elvis died in the toilet.
I know. You tell me the universe doesn't have some strength and power over us. I didn't even think about that.
Elvis died in the toilet.
Elvis died on the toilet. Now, Lisa Marie Presley, his daughter, died of a small bowel obstruction. Complications from. It's all the details they gave.
I'm all shook up.
Oh, nice. There's a new trend on TikTok, Vlad. I try to keep up with all the TikTok trends because they're awesome.
Oh, boy. What are you trying to keep up with?
I don't even think this is a trend because we did this in the hood growing up. Experts are saying try not to eliminate wasp nests by dousing them with gasoline. Is that something or nothing?
Wait a minute.
I use gas to kill
Time
ants
out.
and bugs
I
all the time.
saw this. Okay. So you're talking about, I've seen this. I've seen people take like a glass and have gasoline in it and then put it wherever the wasp nest is.
Mhm.
And like for some reason, the gasoline, the fuels like pull the wasps down.
It suffocates them. Yeah.
Well, I guess it suffocates them, but it's just like boom. It's like paint peeling off. They just all fall down. So I thought that was a good way of, getting a wasp net out of there, wasp nest out of there. But you're telling me it's not good?
They're saying bug experts are saying it's not good. It could be very hazardous and dangerous.
To who?
To them, to human beings. They're not worried about wasps.
What do you mean? How's it hazardous?
Because the wasp could wake up, they could come after you. Maybe it wouldn't
Get out
work.
of here! No way, bro. How is it? You need to tell me what it is. Like what? Having what? Nobody wants to hold. Tell me, how are you gonna tell me having fuel is bad? We put fuels. We have those little red containers we put fuel in.
Back in the day, I just take a bucket of gasoline and throw it on the wasp nest and run off, and it'd kill them because they'd suffocate.
We have a gas container. What are you telling me that? Nah,
I'll set the thing on fire.
Man, this sounds like some wasp lovers that doesn't like the fact that people figured out a way to take them out.
Is there a PETA? Does PETA step up for the wasps?
I don't know. I mean, Sergey said you're supposed to light them on fire. I don't
That's
know.
That's what I too.
Yeah, but I know that's wrong. But I always thought, I just saw that, like you said, that video that was going where they were putting like a cup of fuel or gasoline, and it would automatically just have the wasp fall right into the gasoline.
I have no problem with it.
I don't have no problem with it either.
You ever go to an ant pile and pour a little gasoline on it?
No, I don't mess around. Why would I want to mess around with ant
You want to
piles?
kill the ant pile. Last but not least, Vlad, you talked about this, about the old fake gun in the shirt. An Atlanta man attempted to rob a nail salon, but was ignored by everyone. Walked in with a bag with his hand in it, said, I got a gun. Give me all your money.
Come on, it's Atlanta, man. The people at the nail salon were probably holding.
Leave me alone.
They were holding more than a nail gun. They probably were holding a real
He
gun.
actually probably got off lucky getting ignored. He might have gotten got in that aspect.
That's nasty. All right. As a robber, when you leave the place and you just look, how do you feel? Bad enough you didn't get any money. They didn't even look at you as a robber. They didn't even think of you as a criminal. They just kept on doing what they were doing. They kept on with the Manny and Petty. What? That is horrible. That is terrible. You really got to rethink your life after that, bro.
Yeah.
You got to rethink your life.
Rob a nail salon.
Bad enough you made the decision of robbing a nail salon, right? But they didn't even agree. They don't even think you respect. They didn't even respect your gangster. They didn't respect your gangster. They were like, man, please, child, please, and kept on going. Man,
oh, and that right there.
You can't even cut it as a criminal.
That right there is something or nothing. Next hour, we're going to get some headlines. Actually, what I want to do, Vlad, I've been meaning to do this. We're going to get some Kobe memories because, very rarely do guys stay with one team their whole career. Dame Lillard's finding that out most likely. Kobe was with the Lakers for his entire career. Do some Kobe memories and a whole lot more next on 560 WQAM. We have a Johnny Cueto sighting.
Oh my God.
First time since April 3rd against the Minnesota Twins. Johnny Cueto back pitching. Marlins down 5-0 to the O's in the bottom of the 5th. Johnny Cueto. He got his first guy out.
I gotta say something.
Uh-oh. What?
I see what you were talking about, Megan Trainor.
What's going on?
I'm looking at images. I can see what you're talking about. I see it.
Thank you.
I see it. I
Thank
can
you.
understand.
I don't like her.
I mean, say you don't have to. I don't know about the liking part, but I could see the smugness.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good way to put it. Kind of smug.
It's kind of smug.
Kind of smug. I am your mother. Please listen to me. Stop all that mansplaining. And you're gonna see. You and your boyfriend. No. Nonetheless, Johnny Cueto in. I mean, I wish the best for Johnny Cueto. He had one inning pitch this season, like I said, on April 3rd against the Minnesota Twins. It was a bad inning. And
how much is John? I don't like pocket watching, but how much Johnny Cueto's making? Because
he's making some money, man.
Because what he pitched, he only pitched like what 2/3 of an inning last year, or like one inning last year. Yeah, and that was it.
Get your money, but I mean, you got to earn a little bit of money. Come on. Well, he got through the inning 1, 2, 3. So give Johnny Cueto some credit. He's well rested. He was on a 60-day injured IL, so he's back now. So Johnny Cueto.
Okay, so he signed a 1-year, $8.5 million contract with the Marlins.
8.5. I was gonna say 6 or 3
with a club option for 2024.
Man, that's a lot of money for Johnny Cueto. It's a lot of money for Johnny Cueto. That's all I'm saying, Vlad. That's all I'm saying. I like him. He's our guy. 1, 2, 3 inning. He's pitched 2 innings this year now. One of them he gave up 4 runs. The other one, 1, 2, 3. So we'll see. Earn that money, bro. Earn that money.
All right.
I have no problem with guys getting paid. I'd like to see you earn a little bit of it. 2 innings over the first half of the season. That's not exactly the yield on your return that you want, I guess. Am I correct to say that? Or am I being a little too much? Maybe not too much.
Not
But
much.
your other option is you can watch, I don't even know if this is the final of the women's Wimbledon.
It's
doubles.
a replay.
Oh, it's a replay.
Oh, wait. Oh,
no, it's
a
live.
double?
It's live. It says live on the screen, but then again, it could just be a replay that says live at the top of the screen too. See, the doubles is interesting because everything is pretty much in play. Those little side things, those are in play for doubles.
Yeah, everything's in play.
That's cool. I mean, I don't mind watching it, but like I had enough with that thriller earlier with Alcaraz and Djokovic. With Alcaraz winning,
That was a great match.
That was fun, man.
They're gonna replay that match like they do that Federer Nadal Wimbledon final.
Yeah, remember that time? Poor Andy Roddick. Was he playing Federer?
Might have been.
It was a classic.
Yeah, in Wimbledon.
Yeah, and it was a classic, and you thought Roddick might finally win. Well, he did win one, but finally win another one.
He's all right. Right, Andy Roddick did well in life.
He did well. Oh yeah, man. He's still a dude, man. He's still a great guy, but
still got Brooklyn.
Yeah. Still got that. Of course, baseball is back. Marlins still have not won a game yet after the All-Star break, and today's not looking too good. 5-0 in the 6th inning, and Johnny Cueto is on the mound for the Fish right now. See how that goes. Orioles are a good team, so we're going to take it like that. Let's get to some headlines. Tyreek Hill has said he will become the first ever receiver to catch over 2,000 yards in a season. That's going to happen this year, he says. And he closed with saying, believe that. Well, you can believe that one day someone is going to break that 2,000-yard threshold, especially with the way the NFL is now. Will it be Tyreek Hill this year? I don't know. I wouldn't bet against him.
Well, we talked about it throughout the day. I'm thinking that's going to happen.
I think
year.
it is.
I think a receiver will catch for 2,000 yards.
I do too. Because I mean, it's pass first, run second in the NFL now. Unless you get up, like if the Dolphins start getting up in a lot of games, they might run the whole fourth quarter, which I would love.
Yo, you know how much crap the Tuanons can talk if Tua was the quarterback to throw to the receiver for 2,000 yards?
It'd be great.
Because if say Tua plays all the games, right, and Tyreek does get 2,000 yards,
that'd be fantastic. That means Waddle's got 14.
You're looking at he's throwing 5,000 yards.
That's a lot.
Yeah, he's about to break somebody's record.
And he's accurate as all get up too.
So could you imagine if Tua had the passing record for a season?
Wow.
The most passing yards for a season?
Wow. Dream the dream,
The two
right there.
announce would go crazy.
Well, they can quiet all the arguments, all the doubters, right there. Oh, it's only good for one season. It doesn't mean anything. Like, give it up. Give it up.
I mean, listen, you throw a 5-yard route, and the receiver takes it
80 yards.
85 yards after that. That's a 90-yard pass.
Good job.
Good job. You really only did 5 yards of that. A lot of yards after the catch.
Sometimes you're only as good as your receivers are.
But I'm just saying that's a possibility because he was on pace last season if he doesn't get hurt.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It can happen. We'll see how it happens. The Marlins are down once again when they said 5-0 in the 6th inning to the Baltimore Orioles. We'll see how that goes. Inter Miami, they were murdered last night by St. Louis 3-0. They did sign Lionel Messi, though, officially, and they will introduce him today at 6 o'clock. Drive Pink Stadium. Tickets are $30 for general admission. Messi signed through 2025 compensation package worth $130 to $150 million. Of course, he has team ownership and all that other stuff that's going to kick in, too, after 2025. So should be fun, should be interesting. A lot of hype. We'll see what happens. We'll see. I wonder what that introduction ceremony is going to be like today. It's going to be like fireworks, Vlad, and Tata Martino coming out and introducing Messi, and Messi kind of waving to the crowd and doing a little speech, or is it just going to be music and welcome Lionel Messi, number 10, and like the jersey will come out and everything like that? I don't know what to expect. I don't know. Too bad I have to work. I'm not going to be able to make it out there. We'll see. The Heat, they start a little bit of summer league action today at 8 o'clock against the Portland Trailblazers. That's going to be very interesting with the storyline. Of course, Damian Lillard wanted to come to Miami, but he's currently a Blazer. He did celebrate his 33rd birthday yesterday. Portland fans, some were nice, some were not so nice on social media, but that's social media for you. People will talk a lot of noise, and then Damian Lillard will have to go back to Portland if he comes to play with the Heat only once a year. So that's what you're saying, Vlad. You think of anything Dame really, well, of course, we know he wants to be in the Eastern Conference, but he doesn't really want to play out west. Although some fans said you're going to the Jazz and you're going to like it. That'd be interesting.
I mean, he doesn't. I wouldn't understand if he didn't want to play west. He just doesn't want to play there. He wants to play with Bam and Jimmy.
That would be a great pick and roll, like I said. Great pick and roll situation. Bam Adebayo and Damian Lillard, you have to just pick your poison. They could just eat you alive on some of these games. And then Jimmy doing what Jimmy does, playing some defense, getting it going. Could be some exciting times, man.
He just dropped the track, dropped some subliminals. So
Yeah.
We'll see. But as much as Dame, we want it to go right for Dame, Portland has every right to want
what's right for them.
What's
Best
right
for them.
So
Best for them. And
therefore, let's keep, what is this, like day 19 of the Dame to Miami, since he said he wanted to come to Miami. That was right before that was before Summer League, correct?
Yes, it was before Summer League.
Because it was the Saturday after
it was a Saturday before Summer League. Summer League was on Monday.
It was the second day of free agency. It was July 1st.
It was the day, second day of free agency.
Yeah, so it's been, we're in 15 days. Yeah, this is 6. Yeah.
It was the Summer League started on that Monday because that's when Jaime Jaquez.
Summer League started that Monday,
Junior.
right? But the request
came Saturday.
That Saturday.
Saturday, right when we went on the air at noon.
So it's been 15 days.
Yes, you are correct. 100% correct.
And it's going to continue like that.
It will continue like that. But if you believe Dame Lillard's rap bars, that Portland was a little more of like, we don't need you, you need to go. And Dame was like, whoa, if that's the case, then I do need to go. I'm requesting a trade. I want to go to Miami. And I believe Damian Lillard, not just because he wants to come to Miami, but because you don't lie in rap songs. You keep it real. Well, I mean, at least he would, I expect. You say
there's a lot of lies in rap songs.
Really?
Yeah.
Trying to think of one. Usain Bolt was in town yesterday for the unveiling of his statue at the Anson Sports Complex in Miramar. And we just found out, or at least I found out, Vlad kind of already knew, Miramar is home to the largest Jamaican population outside of the island itself.
Yeah, man.
I didn't even know Miramar had a large Jamaican population.
Oh, I did.
I thought there may be a place in Great Britain or England or something with the whole colonialism and everything that might have a
like
large...
Oh, I'm thinking like we're back on 441 and the old studios. If you went to like Hollandale Beach and 441, there's like there's a Jamaican restaurant. There's also like a club, like a little bar club there.
Yeah.
It's heavy. And then you take that from Miramar 441 and go all the way west. A lot of yardies out there.
Have you been out to Clive's around here? It's right there on Northwest 2nd.
No, I haven't yet.
I like Clive's, man. That's my go-to Jamaican place. It's close. It's good. It's really good. So much love, much love. Canes receiver Xavier Restrepo hosted a football camp at Monarch this past weekend. Of course, he missed most of last season with an injury. We're hoping he'll bounce back. LeBron James, he's bouncing around when it comes to numbers. He's reverting back to number 23 in honor of Bill Russell and his number 6, which King James wore this past season for the Lakers. 23, 6. I really don't pay that much attention to jersey numbers anymore, but, jump around. Rory McIlroy birdied the last 2 holes to win the Genesis Scottish Open today. He shot 15 under for the tournament. And speaking of winners, Carlos Alcaraz defeated Novak Djokovic at Wimbledon today for the championship. It is Carlos Alcaraz's 2nd Grand Slam. He won the U.S. last year, and he has now won Wimbledon this year.
But I'm saying the fact that he beat Djokovic
big
in a tournament that Djokovic is the defending champion, and that's the guy. You have to beat a man, you got to beat the man.
Big step.
And he beat the man. And now you could tell with these guys getting older, some of these guys retiring, Federer's retired, Nadal looks like he's about to retire soon.
It's starting to hurt.
Djokovic might not, he has.
But it's been an amazing run, though.
He still wants to play, but sooner or later, the motivation's not going to be there anymore. It's going to be the Alcaraz.
Well, yeah, but how long
we've entered that?
How long has Djokovic been in his prime? It's been like 12 years. He's still, to me, in his prime. He's playing in championships. He won the French Open. Like, how long is this man's prime going to be? He literally has been playing for 12 years in his prime.
It's a great prime.
Hats off, man. Hats off.
Tip the cap.
I'll tip my cap to that right there, man. Whether you love the man or hate the man, that is some prime tennis playing right there. And he seems to still be motivated enough. I mean, that was a crazy match today. He got up 6-1. I thought
6-1.
Carlos was like, all right,
he's gonna repeat. It is, and then Alcaraz won that second set tiebreaker, and then those last 3 sets were just great. Just great tennis.
Once again, give credit where credit's due. Also, when you're wrong, I said yesterday and keep it a buck. Wouldn't be surprised Novak Djokovic wins Wimbledon. I was wrong.
No, but you were rooting for him, so I give it to you. You were rooting for Carlos. You wanted him to win, so
I was rooting for Carlos Alcaraz, man. I'm a youth movement type of guy. That's why I like Scoot Henderson. Wait, what does that even mean? I don't know. With that being said, let's go ahead and take a step into the day spa. I told you and spill the tea, Vlad. I'm not really stoked about this Barbie movie.
Margot Robbie.
Ryan Gosling.
But more so.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going for Margot Robbie.
Oh, you're going so then?
Not going at all.
But yeah, you're going. I think your girl's going to make you go there, man.
I haven't seen a movie in the theater since Bad Santa 2, Vlad. I don't think you're getting me out to a movie theater, bro.
Really? Wow.
And I had a free pass to all the movies that year, and I still only went to one. So good luck. Nonetheless, get a hold of this. 18-year-old Katie Lovelady of Great Britain spends her entire life replicating Barbie, but is afraid she will scare off potential kins with her extreme look.
I was thinking about this the other day.
Please.
Why do girls, because they're young, when they're little girls, they grow up, they love Barbie, they love all that stuff. They've been told lies their whole life, like they're princesses, they're royalty, they're all that stuff. Just lies.
Bleak picture right there. Go ahead.
But why do they really think they can live those lives?
Because some people are crazy.
Like, who's really trying to be listen, when I want to be LeBron James, you know what I do? I go to a basketball court and try to play pickup.
And remind yourself that you're not.
And remind myself that I'm not.
Yeah.
These girls are not, it's not, she's not a real person.
Yeah, I know.
Like when I see people with the cars. Like I bet you there's there's people who love Barbie that they have a Barbie car.
Yeah, Barbie houses, Barbie cars, Barbie everything.
Come on, my guy.
My thing is this: if you meet a bad one and she has this weird, I don't even know what you'd call it, thought, like she thinks she's Barbie or she thinks she's, I don't know, anybody, or has this weird type of obsession. Does that scare you off, or is it just like,
it scares me off, B. Like, it scares me off.
Now, what if they're just a huge fan? Like, listen, I'm just a huge fan of Kim Kardashian. Like, she keeps like on her wall, she's got some artwork, and just really watches the show all the time. That doesn't freak me out. But if she thinks she's Kim K,
yeah, like when
does that scare you off though?
When they start trying to look like the person, starts altering
Acting,
their
talking,
bodies.
being like that?
Yeah.
That's a red flag. You're gone.
Come on, fam.
You're not sticking around.
Yeah.
Not gonna try it out.
No.
Okay.
Because the next brother she sees, she's gonna jump on.
You just gotta. Speaking of trying to be like LeBron James, you gotta be a baller, man. Although who's Kim K dating now? Is she dating anybody?
Who is she dating?
I don't think she is.
Oh, yeah.
She brought up Pete Davidson. No.
Who cares?
Like, I'm trying to keep up with the Kardashians. Tristan
Gabe
Thompson,
Vincent will be next.
Travis Barker. Gabe Vincent's the guy.
I'm telling you, Gabe Vincent and Kim Kardashian's gonna happen. No, I know who she's dating.
No, she's dating Tom Brady. Yeah, what are we talking about here? She's dating Tom Brady. Goodness, we got to throw some respect on the GOAT's name, bro. That's
Which one?
great
Tom
job.
or Kim?
Both of them. Two GOATs getting together. Both of them, great job, by the way, if they really are dating. Great job by Tom Brady because she's a bad one.
Is that an upgrade from Giselle?
For me, yes, but I mean it's pretty similar. It's
Come on, B. One is a supermodel of supermodels, like the one of ones.
Yeah. I don't know Giselle's personality, so it's hard for me to tell. But it's a great job for him because he's trying to get into the entertainment industry and he's with her.
Really?
And
So
it's good for her
So
because
Tom is trying to get into the entertainment industry. He's trying to get a co-sign from Kim K.
yeah,
Oh my God.
that's how you get into the entertainment industry.
Oh jeez.
You get the okay from Kim K.
That's how you get into. I thought it was Kim K was your entrance to the NBA, but
Straight up, Kim K comes to you, Vlad, one day and says, "You know what? I think you're hot. I want to date you. I want to bring you onto the show." I'm running and saying, yes, please. I want a piece of this action. You could be her project of like not famous guy that she dates. And she'll be like, oh, there's one time I dated this one guy that wasn't famous.
I'm not saying yes.
You're not saying yes? I guess you and I will have to agree to disagree. Oh, I'm a little cheaper than you, though, when it comes to things sometimes.
I want cameras following me.
I
want cameras following me when I'm doing things. You can follow me when I'm on studio, but you're not following me listen, man. No cameras follow me once 4 p.m. hits.
Okay. I got you
Right?
on that. Got you on that. I understand. Okay. Well, you know what? Speaking of La La Land, it's a little bit of the slower time of the year. I want to relive because, it's always good to relive some Kobe moments. We're going to relive what our favorite all-time Kobe moments were next here on 560 WQAM. 15 days into the Damian Lillard saga, nothing has really been done, but we just can't stop talking about it. It is the story on everybody's tongue. Forever, it seemed as though Damian Lillard, loyal to the soil, would be ride or die. PDX, never going to leave, always going to keep riding, never going to ring chase like some other people. Well, times change. Not going to probably be with Portland the rest of his life. Says he wants to go to a contender. Has a new rap song saying that maybe he was kind of told, you gotta scoot. Pardon the pun. Maybe scoot. So things are going up and down. I really did think that Damian Lillard for life would be a part of the Portland Trailblazers, but it got me thinking that so rarely do you see lifers for one team. The first guy that comes to mind, probably one of the most recent guys, and I could be, revision, Kobe Bryant, one of the guys for life, although he was technically for a couple seconds with the Charlotte Hornets, but they traded him on draft night. He was with the Lakers. Who are some of the other guys besides Kobe Bryant, who, is Mr. Laker? And I guess Magic Johnson was Mr. Laker also. But who are some of the guys that stand out as the one-team guys, the transcending players that never left their team, that were always with that team? UD. From beginning to end. There's UD, 20 years in the game. Read an article earlier today that said UD was one of the 8 guys the Heat held on to for too long. I don't know about that.
That's nasty, man.
That's not the way we're going to do things.
If they said that, right, then you would say that about the Lakers for holding Kobe. Because remember, those last 2 years with Kobe, they were paying him a ridiculous amount of money for a team that wasn't going to the playoff or competing. But it was basically their way of thanking him for being a Laker for life. So you have, obviously...
Sometimes you got to do your guys right. I have no problem if my team ever had a guy like Kobe, and you know what? We maybe overpaid him the last year or two. You know what? That's okay. That's okay. You earned that.
Still, because of his name, he was still bringing people to Staples when it was called that at the time. Obviously, you have Carl. No, can't even say Karl Malone. You have John Stockton.
Sergey brings up a good one. Dan Marino.
Tim Duncan, obviously.
David Robinson.
Reggie Miller.
That's a good one. Tony Gwynn is a big one with the San Diego Padres. He was one of those guys that was there forever, never left. Joe DiMaggio,
I believe. Kirby,
Walter Payton was always with the Bears. Barry Sanders was always with the Lions. Didn't leave on very good terms. Neither did Calvin Johnson, but they never left the Lions.
LT, Lawrence Taylor.
Oh yeah, that's some great ones.
Football is a little bit different. I feel, because it's hard for a team right now to keep a player forever. Look at Aaron Rodgers.
That's crazy. Aaron Rodgers is not going to be.
Forget Rodgers.
Green Bay.
Years prior to that, Brady.
Yeah, but Ben Roethlisberger, he was there at Pittsburgh forever.
Yeah, but I don't think any team was going to take him.
There's some guys that you can never leave this team. We love you. There's other guys where you got nowhere else to go.
There's guys that after a while they still want to play, but the teams realize that they have to. Better to release them a year early than hold them on a year later.
The logistics would show you, and that was the Patriots way forever. It's better to release you a year early than to keep you a year longer than you're actually worth.
That's always been, but I don't think Brady thought that would happen to him. And I think even if he did, he tried to go over Bill. And I think that's what Bill was upset, because he tried to, try to get.
But there was always this nastiness. Even when Garoppolo was there was this nastiness that Belichick really wants Garoppolo and not Tom Brady.
Belichick knew what was up, man. Belichick was like, knew what was up, he was like, look, man, I got this guy's getting too much of the fame, or too much of the shine. So let me show that I can win without him. And he proved that Brady proved that he can win without him before Belichick can.
Be careful.
It's really it's not something you see anymore, Dan.
And it's not something, it's maybe like
you're not gonna see teams, players stay with their franchises through the duration of their career, because other opportunities, depending on the star, their brand, outside influencers may tell them to go to a bigger market, like we've been talking about this past weekend about certain players,
right?
That they're not. You're a New Orleans Pelicans fan. You don't expect Zion Richardson to remain his whole career in New Orleans.
No. Well, and then times have changed. 30, 40 years ago, it was kind of a scarlet letter if you went to a new team or you bounced around from team to team. Nowadays, that's kind of the landscape that we have here in sports, is that you are going to probably move around. You are going to probably try new things. Look, even college football has gotten with the whole transfer portal. Now you can, it's not like, oh my God, this guy played for 2 different college teams. He was all over the place. It's like, yeah, it's just kind of the way things are now. We move around, we bounce around. But it is nice every once in a while to have that guy or that girl that plays like Sue Bird. Sue Bird played with Seattle her whole entire career. I'm trying to be equal and loving to all people. That one person that, just kind of, is the person of the team. Cal Ripken Jr., we're seeing the Orioles right now beat up on the Marlins. He's the guy that always played with the Orioles. It is cool. It is interesting. I think as a fan, it adds a lot. But at the same time, I don't think less of Damian Lillard for eventually leaving Portland. I will always probably remember him, even if he wins a championship with the Heat, as a Portland Trailblazer.
And it's obviously the success and memories that person, the athlete, had with the team and with the, in the city, because you're always going to remember the meme, like the Dame time, the meme when Dame looking at the camera after hitting the game-winning shots and the joy that happened in Portland. But players now, no, they're going after the bag and they're gonna go after the rings. So wherever they can get it, they're gonna go. And I don't have no problem with that.
And that's what I want to say.
Look at soccer.
But people that sit there,
look at Messi.
Yeah, people that sit there and go, look, I don't understand these players. They gotta go where the money's at and where they could be the most successful. And I ask you, in your career and your job, do you not go where the money's at and where you can be the most successful and happy
and wanted?
So how is it different?
That's the other thing. Sometimes the other team might want you more than the team that you're currently with.
It's real odd. People that throw stones in glass houses.
Yeah, I don't understand why people are going crazy like that. We've seen this superstar athletes leaving one organization to go to another. It's commonplace. And I just mentioned soccer. Look at that. You don't think, man, you wanted Ronaldo all his career? No, they knew he would have to leave. And also for these athletes, leaving is a challenge for them, something that they want to do as well. That's the next challenge for them that they want to conquer.
Yeah, and I remember this years ago when A-Rod signed that big deal with the Texas Rangers, and everybody was just disgusted. And my mom, Big Lynn, is like, I can't believe that. That's terrible. I looked at her as a young child and I said, have you ever turned down a pay raise? And she was flabbergasted. And her only response was, this is different. No, it's not any different. This man got a pay raise to play and work somewhere, and he took it. Just like anybody else that gets a pay raise to play or work somewhere, they take it. I've never seen, Vlad, I don't know if I've ever seen someone turn down a pay raise. Not in my lifetime. Not in my own personal circle.
Crazy. Joe Montana left the 49ers. Jerry Rice left the 49ers.
Yeah.
Okay, so it goes both ways. It's either the organization is going to tell you, we don't need your services any longer, or you're going to tell the organization, I don't want to play here any longer.
Mm-hmm.
So we cannot, you can't rip either side. Just be happy.
Today's day and age, it is hard to be a one-team player. That's just the way the landscape is. And like I said, you adapt and you roll with it. And back in the day, I mean, decades and decades and decades ago, it was a little easier. There's also a lot less teams and a lot less money being involved. So Dame Lillard's doing what's best for him.
I like your idea.
What idea?
I like the date to settle this Dame matter tonight. Portland, Miami, Summer League, young kids versus young kids. Winner gets Dame and Tyler.
That's it. Easy.
Bomb.
That'd be the game of the year.
That'd be the game of the summer.
That would definitely be the game of the summer. I'd be so fired up, man. Talk about putting pressure on those kids. Pressure makes diamonds. I tell them, guys, we need this.
Yeah, I'd rather that.
I like the fact that Scoot might be taking a dive out there.
Well, Scoot's not playing.
But if he had to play for it and be like,
I would have. If that's the thing we were talking about,
you might go 0 for 13.
If you can get the real guys that are gonna selected guys that are gonna play, and for the love of Dame, it would be great.
Although Scoot says he wants to play with Dame.
That's what I'm saying. For the love of Dame, it's already titled. This game, oh man, we could be able to sell this quickly. But another point about these when these players do leave though, menu _631 did wrote this on the Twitch, on the YouTube. It's kind of awkward when you see certain players. Like it's gonna be awkward to see Aaron in 8 than the 12 of the Packers.
I'm not gonna lie. The first time I probably casually, turn the TV on and see Aaron Rodgers playing, I'm gonna think he's in Green Bay because there's similar color schemes and stuff.
They're green.
I'm gonna have to pay a little more attention.
I mean, it's green
But
and
you know what I
yellow
mean.
and green, but it was weird. It took a minute to get used to Brady wearing the pewter red of the Buccaneers.
Brett Favre in a
and gold.
Vikings jersey, that freaked me out, man.
Vikings jersey. What about Brett Favre in a Jets jersey?
That was quick, man. That was.
It didn't matter. It was the fact that he was in 2 different jerseys. You're used to seeing, but in the NFL, more so than any sport, you can expect these things to happen. It's not shocking in the NBA. I think in the NBA and in baseball, for some reason, I think the fan bases, for some reason, feel like, oh, we drafted you or we signed you in the minor league. So it's like you should be ours up until you decide you want to retire. But it doesn't work like that.
It is true. You get freaked out when your football player is in a different uniform, but in basketball and baseball, not as much. I don't get as freaked out by seeing a guy in a different uniform, but football looks kind of weird, man. Kind of freaks you out a little bit when you see somebody
For a second.
Like seeing Jerry Rice in a Seahawks jersey is just
seeing Jerry Rice in a Raiders jersey was wild.
Seahawks was weird too, bro.
But by that time he's already been moving around. It's the first it's because here's the thing: once you make that first move, then you're liable to make other moves.
Like seeing Shaq wear every jersey.
So
that threw me off.
Seeing Shaq wear
Cleveland,
no,
Boston. It was true.
Here's the thing: it wasn't shocking to see Shaq wear this Lakers jersey.
No, not at all.
Obviously, he was drafted by Orlando, but when he wore the Heat jersey, it was kind of weird to see him wear the Heat jersey, and it was like a different number, 32. So yeah, it is a different feeling when you see that. Yes, we know, Sergey, that Favre was drafted by the Falcons.
Let's get the facts. He threw his first pass was an interception.
Yes.
Oh no, we don't know about that. We know about that.
But
okay, we're talking about guys who are iconic for a certain team and playing for another team.
But if you ask anybody, people they relate Brett Favre with the Packers.
Yes, come on. It's like Drew Brees. He started with the San Diego Chargers, but he's always going to be known as a Saint. We know that.
Yes, he is.
But he started with Chargers.
No, you're right.
Could have been a Dolphin. Thank you, Nick Saban. Another great call by Nick Saban.
They showed that the other day on the NFL Network, Football Life.
Yeah.
And they are like, the only Dolphin player or personnel that had anything good to say about Nick Saban was Jason Taylor.
Oh, really? Oh, nice guy.
Yeah, because he went Defensive Player of the Year with Saban as head coach.
I like Saban too. Well, technically, I did want Drew Brees. He just didn't pass the physical. Get out of here.
We talked about that. He mentioned that.
What? Get out of here.
We talked about that. Yeah.
Oh, man. What physicals we talk. All right. Well, we're going to close up the show next. Vlad, going to find out what you got going on. We're going to talk.
You said Nick Saban. Another guy who wasn't loyal.
No.
I'm not going to Alabama. I'm staying. I'm a Dolphin coach.
My favorite was Tommy Tuberville. Only way they're getting me out of Ole Miss is in a casket. 14 hours later, going to Auburn.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. So even players, coaches, and all of that, nobody would have thought that. Listen, nobody thought Pat Riley was going to leave the Lakers, and they let him go, and he went to New York. So
nope.
Phil Jackson, you need to see Phil Jackson
Bulls.
coaching anywhere other than the Bulls.
Nope.
It happens with everybody in sports.
Eric Spoelstra's here for life, though, baby.
Spo may be for life, but I know certain people are trying to trade Spo to Portland.
Oh, we'll talk about that next. Sports Day 560 WQAM. All right, nobody get crazy. Total hypothetical, not going to happen. Just throwing it out there into the universe. Vlad already kind of did it, but once again, do not run with this. This is a total just crazy, hypothetical, weird. Wouldn't it be wild? Pat Riley pulls off a coup, goes to Joe Cronin and says, let me make you an offer you can't refuse. Forget all these draft picks. Forget all these young guys. You send us Damian Lillard. We send you Eric Spoelstra, even Steven. How about them apples?
No.
I'm just saying.
Tobin.
I don't care what Tobin said.
Tobin started that. That's Tobin's crazy
Did he
idea.
actually? Did someone really?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Tobin actually said that like a couple of years ago.
I don't know if that's an even trade.
Since he said if he even trade Spo for Dame, obviously he doesn't want
I think
that
the
now.
Heat lose. I think the Heat lose on that trade.
He doesn't want that now because he wants Spo to coach Dame. But yeah.
I think the Heat lose that trade.
Loyalty. Yeah,
you can get more than 2 or 3 years out of Spo for probably a lot cheaper.
Spo's the best coach in the game right now.
Yeah, you get a little cheaper and okay.
But loyalty and
that was brought up.
Loyalty in sports
Brought up as a joke.
It was brought up as a joke, but loyalty in sports
okay.
doesn't matter anymore. You know what I mean? Like there is no more loyalty to a franchise, to an athlete. There's nothing. It's all business.
No,
and when the business is not good for either side, there's a break. Business is not good right now for Dan Day. I mean, for Portland.
Oh no!
I didn't say that.
Oh no!
I think the business is not good for Portland.
I really, and this is not a joke. I really do think that our idea about tonight's Summer League game being for Dame and Tyler Hero is a good idea. Actually, I think it's fun.
Funny.
It'd
I don't
be
know
fun.
if it's a good idea. It's funny to me.
Oh, I hope we win, but that's an organization changer right there. All of a sudden, things in Portland look a lot better if they win tonight. You got Tyler Hero 20 points. You got Damian Lillard 32 points. You got Scoot Henderson. You've got Anthony Simons. You got Yusuf Nurkic. You got a pretty decent team right there, and vice versa with the Heat. Wow, I don't know how you make the money work, but I mean, okay, maybe we overlooked that. I don't know. Sorry, guys, it's not going to happen. Not going to happen, but it would be fun. That would be fun every once in a while. Is like this in-season tournament. What if they put something bad on the line? Like we get to pillage. You can protect one player on your team, but the winner of the tournament can pillage from any of the final 4 teams in Vegas. That'd be cool.
I think they usually do that when there's an expansion team that you just you're able to pillage.
Right.
You're able to pillage from their teams. Yeah, that's what they do. That's what hockey did.
Oh, yeah, they had to redo that because of the Vegas Knights.
Yeah, that's why the Vegas Knights were so damn good, so quick.
Still won a championship out of that. Got a championship out of the bad boy.
He said, what did he say? What did the owner say? He wants a title in 5-7 years, and he went to the finals twice and actually won one.
Yeah, man. See how that goes. But yeah, so
what's your plans for this week, man?
Tonight is messy night. I actually have to do a lot of work here tonight. So I am just going to lay low and try to save money after that $30 vegan breakfast that I bought and go to Austin, Texas next month and get weird. Other than that, no, this week, I really, not too much going on. What you got, Vlad?
Nothing.
I know it's weird, man.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just work.
So I'm thinking tonight, like I said, I got to work. Got to get stuff ready for Austin. I got to get my passport renewed. That's been Friday. Maybe you and I will be at Dry Pink Stadium for Messi. Maybe not.
Yeah, we're doing something.
But we're definitely, if not, maybe go to this U.S. women's game and watch the Messi game at King's Head Pub in Sunrise or somewhere else. We'll figure it all out. And yeah, I mean, you and I could both get a call from Lynn in 5 minutes, and our whole week could change. We never know.
I'm not answering.
You're not answering.
No,
you don't want to stick around for an extra hour?
No.
Okay, I was just asking.
No.
Okay. So we're going to keep you up to date on Dame Lillard. It is not, okay, I shouldn't say it's not. Most likely not going to happen today.
It's not going to happen till August, folks.
Give it some time. Although tonight would make it so much cleaner.
This would be the perfect time to drop it, right? Right in the third quarter, 3 minutes into the third quarter. The trade is official.
Oh, I thought you meant if they played for Damian Lillard and Tyler Hero.
Listen, I would love for them. This was funny. If they had their love and basketball moment for the love of Dame, it would be great. But
nobody's that crazy. Nobody's that crazy. And that could really, really mess you up. But nonetheless, we're going to just keep an eye on everything that is happening. Appreciate everybody for joining us. Sergey, you have flipped me out because you're using my headshot as your picture on Twitch. And every time I see a comment from you, I think it's me talking to myself. It's really freaking me out a little bit, man. It's a little bit crazy. Other than that, at Vlad, I'm not doing any pull-ups or push-ups today after the show, but you can check out my pull-ups from last evening that Vlad and I did, or not really Vlad, but Vlad was part of the crew. Just check us out at Vlad 2078 at Dan Day Radio. Other than that, Vlad, hope you have a great time and hope to see you at least Friday. If not, we'll be back next weekend for a sports day.
Yes, sir, guys.
We got you on 560 WQAM.
Later, fools.
Slug.